Oh,
Yeah,
Ah.
you did it. We did it.
I've done it.
We did
We've done it. Hello,
What?
everybody. Welcome to another episode, a special episode of the Wardcast, episode 200. I'm wearing a hat.
But the whale.
It's a good
When do you
hat.
not wear out?
I'm wearing a special hat because today is episode 200 of the Wardcast and also is Canada Day.
Canada Day.
Yeah, which
Canada
is why
Day,
there's
eh?
200 Canadian dollars there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Welcome back to your weekly 200
What,
weeks
Quebec?
worth of latest video game news, survival horror discussions, updates on the word, a lot more, lots of games, lots of things today. Yeah. I'm your host today, Jazz Rich.
Are you reading a script?
I'm not alongside a sickly little Sean
Yeah,
Shark.
it's
I
me.
almost said
Hello.
Rich.
I'm dying. What?
Everybody's just Rich.
I'm dying over here. Hello.
Dying over here. Alec Fennell.
Did you know that in Detroit Become Human, that Alice was originally intended to be entirely mute and only
Yes.
being able to communicate with the player using the American Sign Language?
I actually knew that.
Concept art of ASL books were also created, as well as the scrapped gameplay sequence where Kara would learn ASL that was intended to also teach players basic ASL signs. And you knew that.
I knew that.
Also, Carmen de la Cruz.
Yeah.
Like Cruz.
De la Cruz.
I'm cruising
Thans.
cruising.
down to the
Thans,
ward.
Alec.
Guys.
Okay. I took it out.
And our guest, Jumpin' Jack Daniels.
200.
200.
That's a lot of dollars.
Say hi,
Yeah,
Jack.
we
Our
get so
fifth
many
guest.
dollars. Was I supposed to
Say
get rid
hi.
of the picture? I can
Yeah,
bring it back.
That's
Say
fine.
hi.
It's the when I saw the beaver that I took the picture of the beaver representing the ward, I was like, oh, this is like the two things combined today.
They have become one.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have become one.
They have.
Is the
What's the beaver's
beaver
name?
our new ward mascot?
He is
You
the
can
ward
make a zombie
mascot.
beaver.
My mom gets mad at me when I put
Zombie
hats on him, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
You can't
Do you
see.
remember episode 1 when we started this, Sean? We were
I
like,
do. Hello.
hello,
Hello.
my name is Jazz. Hello.
How have you
Oh my God,
been?
now
I
I'm more
was just
green.
listening to that the other day, and your voice was like, everybody was like much like, yeah, you sounded younger and higher and
Like
Wow.
2 years ago, and we were pretty
Sounds
high.
We are now old. Hello, everybody.
You guys sounded so happy. What happened?
Oh, wow. Optimism gone.
Actually, Sean, you sounded pretty angry on episode 1 when I went back and listened
Did
to
I?
it. Yeah, you're
Well,
like,
wasn't I
hey
sick?
guys, welcome to the Wordcast. I was like, this is the new
Welcome to a
Wordcast. And
fucking
Sean's
Yeah,
like,
you are sick.
podcast.
fucking
Jesus
sit down and shut up for 2
Christ.
hours. I'm talking. Yeah, today we have a couple of games set up. We have a couple of very, very cool things, I think. I don't know. We're also going to be talking about a few things, including some games coming to Xbox, some games that you guys know actually coming to Xbox, which might be good news for the one Xbox player in our group. We're going to be talking about me not remembering things. We're going to be talking about the good old Microsoft versus FTC again, just briefly. Not a lot of news. Some Final Fantasy hardware things and a trailer that I hope we haven't already watched.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but before we get to that, hey, let's start with Mr. Alec. How was your week? Welcome to 200, Alex.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Alex.
Oh, hello,
So
Lee.
many Alex.
He said hi.
Yeah.
Nobody said hi. Rude.
What? Hi.
So,
Howdy.
yeah,
Partner.
it's been a traumatizing 200th episode already.
You
Wow.
weren't even here for 200. Okay.
Like I've listened
Wow.
to all 200 several times.
Is that
I'm
true?
green.
So yeah, what did I do? I watched WWE Judgment Day 2004, Great American Bash 2004, SummerSlam 2004, Money in the Bank 2021, randomly.
Why?
I could be watching Money in the Bank now, but, doing the broadcast instead.
Wow.
Why are you watching all that wrestling
Wow.
garbage?
Wow. Because I like wrestling. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
Well, I didn't know that.
I played more Death Stranding.
gross.
Do you not?
Wow.
I just finished episode 7.
7.
Seven.
Uh,
200.
I played I played PUBG with Jazz. For no reason.
Is there ever a
I played
reason?
Resident Evil 5. Yeah, I played Resident Evil 5, and I also played Cat Game.
Good game.
Cat
Seven.
Good game.
And I actually worked on the Cat Game. Machine.
Sorry.
Meow Shinema.
Where?
Or Mission
Not
Meow.
mouse
I
game.
don't
Mission and
Wow.
Meow. That's pretty good.
I should have asked. Okay, shut up. Carmen, go ahead.
Did you just tell yourself to go ahead?
No, I told myself to shut up. And I'm saying go ahead, Alec. I was gonna like.
I don't think
interject,
that's
and
what
I was like,
happened.
"Shut up." No, I said shut up, Carmen. Go ahead. Like that.
Okay. So game of the year, which is for the year 2000, is Dino Crisis 2. Because why not?
Who would have thought?
No, yeah. Who would have thought that's what you would have picked?
It's a good pick.
And
to
my
be
show
fair.
and tell.
Jesus
Why is yours
Christ.
so much bigger?
Because I ordered 10. Because I'm,
What? Greedy.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
I
on.
Should I
lost
send
us.
yours
Here
back?
we go.
Remember the rule. The rule is when we have this thing that Alec is going to explain to us shortly, for our show and tells, we have 3 guesses. We have to guess what it is before we open it. Whoever wins gets nothing.
No clues. It's just
I'm
completely.
confused
We don't know what it is. Alec doesn't know what it is, so there's no clues
a
to be
bomb.
had.
How are we gonna guess?
You shake the box and you guess. Smell it.
So we're
lick
guessing
it. I don't
what
know.
it is, or
Which game it is.
did you figure it out? Good job.
Would you like to see it
How
up
can
close of the smiley on face?
It's an Amazon package.
It's
Did I
It's
win?
a smile. Oh, it's the Burger King game.
Gosh, which one?
Wow.
I don't know.
There
Sneak
was a
King.
McDonald's game.
The best one. The one where you're super creepy and
It's amazing, fucking sneaking up on people and giving them hamburgers.
I don't know what
I
happened to
love
my
it.
freaking game. But they're all
I-
hiding from you, like they're scared.
Well, have you seen the fucking Burger King dude? He's terrifying.
Hey,
I
survival
too.
horror fan. Welcome.
I
Episode
would run
200.
away. Hello.
Howdy, other partner.
All
Right,
right.
Alex.
So, name a game. Have some guesses. Go.
Resident Evil.
I don't
Okay.
know. Dino Crisis.
Wow. Sucker.
That would be good. If it...
NHL 98.
WWE something.
Oh, you think
Ooh.
he's gonna get a random game and end up getting a wrestling game? I don't
Of
think
course
so.
he's going to.
A rally game. A rally. Dirt,
Alright.
WWE
So-
Rally.
dirt driving game.
Golf.
All right. So there should be 10 things in here. So here's
7.
the first one. It is a DS game.
Uh-oh.
A cat game. One of those with furry pet looking things. And
Sims.
friends.
It's not a cat game. Cat game. It is Big Brain Academy.
Oh
Big
my god.
Brain.
Do you even have a DS?
No. It has. It has a manual. I have a big brain now. Yay.
Yay, like Brandon.
I'd like to say that cowboy hats are shaped exactly like the top of a ketchup bottle.
Okay. The next thing is a PS3 game.
I don't even think they had ketchup then.
During the
PS3s?
PS3.
During the origin of the cowboy games. Okay, PS3 game.
Why?
Mm.
Shadows of the Damned.
Mm.
Because we just
Shattered
talked
Souls.
about that.
I don't know anything PS3. I think I have some PS3 games. If you.
Wii bowling.
Mm,
Wii bowling for the PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
That's
Is
my
it a
favorite
Tom
PS3
Raider
game.
Is it a Tomb Raider game? Well, it is none of those things because it is Need for Speed Pro Street.
You didn't even get the case.
You bought those at GameStop, didn't you? Or did you get them from Amazon?
He's got
No,
the
I've
box.
got it from eBay.
I knew it.
Oh, here's a good one. All right, it's another PS3 game. It is a good game.
Cat game. Wait, what platform?
What was a
PS3.
PS3 Final Fantasy game? What was the PS what?
Beyond
I
Good and
don't-
Evil. No, that's PS2.
I don't know. I
Heavy
gotta
Rain.
Google it.
Yeah, I was thinking Heavy Rain.
Heavy
I said a
Rain.
good game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right,
He has
it
a spare.
is Devil May Cry 4.
Ooh, that is a good
Okay.
game.
Yeah. With no manual. Oh, damn it.
I think we were about to say no
Motherfucker.
game.
With no game in it.
Pull the Sean.
Well,
Okay, this is a PS2 game and it's a sports game.
WWE.
Mm. A
Uh,
PS which one?
here comes
The
the lunch.
PS2.
It's like Tiger Woods.
Gran
golf
Turismo.
something.
I don't know. First thing came to mind. Most original thing that came to mind. I don't know.
Hot Shots Golf.
Well,
2.
I will probably end up giving it to my brother because it is EA Sports
It's in the
in
game.
the
Total
Club
Club
Game
Manager.
Manager.
What
What
the
is-
fuck?
It's a game
What
where,
even is
hey,
that?
do you like sports but want to just sit around and do nothing all day? Be
You
a
wanna be a
manager.
This
manager?
game is for you.
You don't have to play. You don't have to
That
control.
just
You just have
sounds
to
like the most
manage.
awful shit. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
it gets
sorry.
worse. Here's another sports game for the PS2.
Mm.
EA
FIFA.
Sports Manager
Drum roll, please.
2009.
Golf.
7.
Golf.
Sean's closest. It is Pez. It's a piece of Pez.
A piece of Pez.
2008
What is
Candy
Pez?
Spencer.
Is that sucker?
Pro Evolution.
Piece of
Soccer.
extreme shit.
Yeah.
2000.
All right. Got another DS game.
You may not.
This was so worth the money.
Oh
Uh-oh.
god.
This is so long ago since I
Mary
ordered it.
Kate and Ashley's Big Bash.
My Little Pony.
Survival Horror Span says EO Sports. That I'm thinking EA is like EO. EO Sports, like EO.
It is
Sports are fun.
42 all-time classics Nintendo DS game.
Oh my god. Hey, you
I mean, that
like
might
playing
be fun.
cards but want to waste your money and make yourself hurt your eyes?
Want to play cards
But
without the
you
cards?
You could play pool there. Pool. You could play
Comes
pool.
with all the manuals.
Pool dance.
All right, this one I might try one day. I have to whip out the Xbox 360.
I don't like it when you say you're gonna whip out stuff.
Oh no.
You don't have to, watch. Just guess what I'm going to whip out.
Super Mario 360.
Super-
I don't know.
Whoop.
Survival
Donkey
Horror
Kong.
fan says Barbie Girl.
I can't-
Barbie Girl.
time-
Barbie game.
I don't
Barbie
know.
girl.
He says Barbie Girl.
I cannot
It
It
decide.
is.
A dance game.
It could be a dance game. I haven't played it. It's Mafia 2.
Not a
I
dance
hope
game.
it's a dance game.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Bang,
That'd be amazing.
Bang, bang.
Like literally,
Give me
all
some
4 of them
cannoli.
like start coming out with, "You can leave your
Oh,
hat."
Oh.
All right, we got 3
Uh-oh.
more.
I would catch a grenade for you. Wait, no, that's not a
Oh
Mario
god,
game.
this is a PC game. It literally could be anything.
Lord of the Rings.
Call of Duty.
PC
Oh, it's
Star
Counter-Strike.
Trek.
Star Trek.
It is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon.
Money well spent.
I know. Oh, it's another PC game. Why not?
Risk.
Boat Simulator. Village.
It's not Resident Evil Village.
Hydro. What?
It is, without the dino, it is Crisis Warhead. Another
Wow.
one.
It's
Before they got to
Crisis.
the dinosaurs.
Like, you can try, sis.
Crisis.
It's pre-Dino
Right.
Crisis.
And the last one is a PS2 game. It is considered a sports game.
Curling.
Metal Gear Solid.
Golf, pool, or golf. I know I've already said this, but I'm going to say them again.
It's cricket.
Yes.
It is Pro Rally
Darts.
2002.
Pro Rally.
That's
Remember the
not
first
racing.
thing I said? The first guess I had for the first game was a rally game.
Yeah, okay. Did you wrap it up?
No.
Did you sell it to me? Saying it's all going to be
No comment.
thousands of dollars. So the good game out of that one is DMC4.
Yeah.
The rest of it,
For sure.
shit.
I don't know. Big Brain Academy.
No. I hope
I
you
would
didn't pay too
play,
much for
like,
that.
I would
I have no idea. Like
honestly
okay,
play
so
like 4 of those games.
I think I ordered that and for you two your mystery things like 30 episodes ago. So,
Oh, was I supposed to redeem that code you sent me?
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So let's go to Carmen.
Squish.
And
Oh no!
Coleman.
how was your week?
My week was good. It was uneventful except for the whole mind swimming and the thinking about moving kind of situation. What did I play this week? Only more Minecraft, and I think that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna go on a binge or a bender pretty soon because the Steam sale is on, and so I'm gonna buy some things. So I'm excited for that, and that is it. And my 2000 game. Oh, I had it up a minute ago. Where did it go? Where did it go? My 2000.
Where are
Oh,
you?
where are you? My screen's all stupid. I wanna. I have not actually played it, but I have good memories of playing it, or not watching somebody
How
play
do
it.
you have good memories of something you haven't played?
I've never seen this movie, but I remember it was good.
Yeah, no, okay. I have 2 things that in theory or in like good memories I would call my favorite game. One is EverQuest, but it's an expansion pack which I never played, but I do remember playing EverQuest and loving it back in the day. And the other one is Jet Set Radio, which I watched played, and I had good memories of watching it played. And I know that's lame, but there were others, and everything I either watched or knew of. And I know that they're objectively good games, but I had not really played anything of that year that came up on my list. So those are my 2. My EverQuest, some expansion that I don't know. I wasn't something of something. The ruins of something of Crapadak or something. And the Jet Set Radio. Yeah. And from a show and tell, do we do the code thing now? I'm confused.
You can reveal what you got in your code if you want.
I can reveal it.
Well, I can't take a guess because you accidentally told me what it was. So...
Yeah.
How do you even find out what you got? I put the code in and like it was just like thanks. It's like, all right.
Then
well,
you had to open up your library and find it, which digging through my library, because for some reason I thought that Alec knew, and I was like, I can't find it. Can you remind me? Like I was like, okay, I got it.
It's like, why are you asking me to remind you? I don't know what the fucking game is.
I was like, it begins with the letter R, right? Right? Where is it? And I'm looking for it, and I'm scrolling through all my Resident Evils, and okay, so one of them begins with the letter R, and I've not heard of any of these yet, so I don't know how I can make you guess.
Something beginning with R. Well, I'm gonna say, despite I already know what it is, it's gonna be Resident Evil Village.
It is not Village. It is definitely not Village.
Good.
Let's see.
Oi.
Hints.
My candy.
Wow.
What?
My cat is trying to scratch me.
How do I? It is looks like a little indie game. It is a cute little adorable indie game. I cannot. It looks like I just tell you. It is Rogue Heroes, Ruins of Tassos. So that is one. And the other one, let's see, how do I do? I'm not good at this.
What
Is
the
that the name of the
hell
game?
was that?
Huh?
Is that the name of the game?
No. The name of the game is.
Ooh, Lee picked Tekken for Game of the Year. Tekken Tag Tournament. It's good.
Oh, I do remember seeing that one played as well. So the other one, I cannot. How do I do this? It's just looks like another little indie game from a developer that I had not heard of, but it looks very cute and cartoony and so forth. And it, you guess, because I cannot say. How do I make you guess? Make a guess.
So it's something cartoony. So Animal Crossing.
No.
Animal Crossing.
Begins with a D as in David.
Dildo Factory.
Dildo Crossing.
David's Dildo Factory.
No. It is Post
dildo.
Post Malone's Dildo Factory. There we go.
It almost looked like a post-apocalyptic, but I don't think it is, and I'm trying to figure it out. It has a very cute, artistic, cartoon kind of style, and it has the word doom in it.
Wow, Carmen's not
A what?
Uh-oh.
I'm not a what?
Technical disabilities.
Technical difficulties.
Jazz died. Why?
She's having Wi-Fi issues.
This is the one episode she can't do.
I know, right? What the
No!
What the hell? That.
Anyway,
hope
I just
not.
tell
hope she
you,
gets
it is
worked out. That
Deponia
would suck.
Doomsday, because no one would know these titles.
This is why this is one of the many reasons that I don't like Steam. It's just like garbage, like tons and tons and tons and.
How is it garbage? I've had so much good
shit.
things.
But the thing is, there's so much shit on there, and a lot of it, I'm gonna say 90. Okay, let's say 80% of it is fucking shovelware garbage. So it's so hard to find anything worthwhile outside of like the big releases. Unless you really want to spend the time, but it shouldn't have to be like that. Like, just make quality things, and like sometimes less is more. All right.
Sometimes it's completely fine to be an indie game, because I've seen a lot of things that look really, really cool that I really want to play. And yeah, some things look like they were made, by like a student on a weekend, but these are not like that.
That was the flare.
The blur? It was the blur. Look out.
It's the blur.
The flare,
so,
my cat.
Anyway,
cat
enough of that.
Cat game.
Enough of that. I take up too much time. So how is my physical show and tell is that I still have my Pispa. My little Pispa, and I've been wanting to start up Parasite Eve again. And
that is not Parasite Eve. Or wait, like emulation Parasite Eve, or
no? I have Parasite Eve.
If it's third birthday, then that doesn't count.
Yes, I do have third birthday, and I love it. B, I do have Parasite Eve on this, but somebody gave it to me with some games on it, so I hope that is not of dubious origin. I always assumed that he got them from the PlayStation Network.
Yeah, I forgot you can download the original Parasite Eve. Actually, I think you can download both of them through the network.
You used to
once
be
upon
able
a time you could. I don't know if you can
once
now.
upon a time. Now, if you get them, if you get any kind of things, it's of dubious origin. So I cannot legally, say to do that. But I still have my PISPA. This is not my original PISPA. I sold mine when I was in dire need of money, and then I bought one back like a few years later. So, but this is the one I have now, and I'm charging it up, and I'm getting ready to play like some original games.
Original games? What does that mean?
I don't know. I meant like old school, but
new to her games.
New to me. No, old to me because I'm going to start with Parasite Eve.
Okay. All right.
I don't know, but I still have it, and I'm going to make use of it because I'm in that make use of it mood.
Plus,
Carmen,
she has a family.
You have homework to do.
Do I have homework to do?
You must. Yes, you have homework to do. You have to play those 2 Steam games and then tell us about it next week.
Next week, yes, I will. I'll play them. Sean.
Oh no, I think we should go to Jazz while she has a connection.
I think it's okay now.
Yeah.
I turned on my PS4 thinking that the screen might give me a little bit more light, and then it's like one of your streams is lagging. And I was like, I've only got one. So.
Wow. We've only got one, and they're both lagging.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 million. I have been sick, and I'm always sick, so it's my job.
Just like episode 1.
Yeah, exactly, full circle. So I'm always sick on the big ones. Episode 1. Was I sick on the other on 100? I don't think I was. I was sick on the inside.
Wow.
But,
were you sick on the release of the episode 13?
Sick of the world. That's what it is.
Duel 13. Remember our very special episode that I wanted to be in, but I was not, and everybody else was in. But remember that 2 years ago.
My week has been poopy because I've been sick. But yeah, something hit me on Sunday, and it didn't seem too bad, but then it started getting worse and worse, and I spent the whole week sick in bed and miserable and dying. So hello. But I'm here. I managed to make it to episode 200. I didn't want to postpone it, so I took some drugs and I took a hot shower, and I'm alive. Here I am. I didn't do shit because I've been just trying to survive. I didn't play anything. I just been watching stuff because like I couldn't leave the sleepy time area.
Sleepy time.
So I just kind of threw on some stuff. I watched 2 seasons, seasons 4 and almost all of season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead. And there was a good season. 4 was good. Season 5 is kind of shitty again. It's like they fired all the good writers or something. I don't know. Like part of the problem is like one of the things that I've always liked about The Walking Dead is that it's like it's unpredictable and anybody can die, and like that was kind of like the appeal of it. So it's like you want to continue to have that, even though it's a spinoff. It's Walking Dead, so you want more of what you're expecting, and that just isn't there. Like they do get rid of people, but it's like way more predictable, and it's like there's just I don't know, it's very formulaic, and they don't want to take risks and stuff like that, and just very predictable, which is not something good from a Walking Dead show. So it's all right though. It's not terrible. It's not like World Beyond. That is fucking garbage. And season 11 of Walking Dead, or 10 or 11, whatever the final season of The Walking Dead was fucking atrocious. It's better than that. So could be worse, I guess. I've also I intended to put on 1 season of Smallville just because I just thought I'd throw the discs in.
Why? You're already ill. Why?
I was feeling. I
love
just wanted
Smallville.
to throw it on and
Little Village.
Kind of just vegetate on my couch while the disc play. Well, part of the problem too is like
vegetate with the Tom Wellington.
Like I've been on my couch. Like I haven't even been in bed. I've just been like sleeping on my couch all week. And in that room, that TV, the internet connection isn't working right now. So like it's kind of up and down. It'll work sometimes, and I got tired of fighting with it. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'm gonna watch something that I have on disc. Hey,
All your
you
2
know,
million discs.
yeah, like
Oh,
this.
you
How about
whoa.
that? Reliable media. How about that?
This place
So
looks like a blockbuster.
I don't know. I was just kind of poking around through my collection, and Smallville just kind of jumped out at me. I just wanted it had been a while and whatnot, so I threw it in there. And I intended to watch one season. Now I'm almost done with season 6. So I don't know. I got wrapped up in it. But that show I like it, but it is really terrible. And it's such a fucking soap opera. Like I remember like watching it when it was like new-ish. Like I think I didn't like watch it as it was coming out or anything. I think I started watching it like I don't know, 3 seasons in or something like that. So at the time, quite a long time ago. But at the time, I remember like kind of recognizing it for being just like kind of its own thing, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's soap opera elements, and I could kind of get around it or whatever. But like going back to it now, oof, that is it's a soap opera, 1000%. That's what it is. Like it's not doesn't have elements. It's a fucking soap opera, and
That's
especially
what I
like.
loved about
I think
it.
it's season 3 or 4 on, like 100%. At least in the beginning, it was trying to kind of be like a, villain of the week or monster of the week kind of a show, which that's kind of what got me into it to begin with. I like that kind of a show, and then it just fully turned into a soap opera. But yeah. Anyway, that's what I've been
Like
watching.
soap.
I like soap. It is delicious and nutritious. And what?
Don't drop the soap.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I said, don't
It
drop the
reminded me
soap.
like when I started to get into oh, nothing. I was just thinking when I started getting to Once Upon a Time, and it's a drama, but I kept thinking like, this is a soap opera. This is a soap opera with
Written by
with
Disney.
fairy tales.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's like if Disney made a soap opera.
Yes,
It's funny though because it's not a Disney property. Like DC's not.
kind
They
of
changed the
is.
music.
But it
Let me
does
see.
feel like that. And it's interesting too because man down.
Fuck them.
I
Hey.
heard
Wow.
that.
Wow. That derailed me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, like the newer batch of WB DC shows like The Flash and all that kind of shit. They kind of did a similar thing. It's like they started out being kind of like something interesting and different, and then they just turned into soap operas. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck is it's like they just they do something to hook you in, and then they want you to watch these soap operas, and they're going to do whatever they can to get you fucking doing that.
I think
So, yeah.
what happens is that they start out with their original unique idea for the series, and then when they run out of ideas, they fall back to what has worked for like decades, and that's
Maybe.
that specific type of drama, and they just shoehorn that specific type of soap opera drama into whatever the new series is or whatever their series is.
Yeah.
Like, oh, love triangles work, let's just do that. And
I just feel like that's shitty writing. Like if you don't like if we have to just keep doing that over and over again, like why are we doing it?
I mean,
Why? Have you seen the fucking like the last couple of seasons of like the DC stuff, the Flash and Supergirl, and oh my god, it's so bad.
I want to.
It's so bad.
The CW stuff, the Flash and the Supergirl, and I want to watch them eventually one day.
Like I was really enjoying those shows, and by the end, I fucking despised them. Like that's how bad it got. Like good to the worst. Like not just it started to kind of trail off. No, just bad. It's crazy. Yeah, there you go. That was my week. The game for 2000. I have to say, Code Veronica, obviously Residential Evil.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was it. Again, there was a really good fucking year. Back in the day, we used to actually put out a bunch of good video games in one year. I miss those days. Fucking Skies of Arcadia came out that year. Majora's Mask, Deus
I changed
Ex,
my mind.
fucking the
Skies of
original
Arcadia is
Perfect
mine.
Dark. I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like Alex said, Dino Crisis 2. Fucking really good shit. Little Nicky on the Game Boy Color. Lots of
Little
amazing
Nicky as
games.
in the movie? The movie made a
Yeah.
game?
No, seriously though, like it used to be a thing. Like maybe not like all the time, but like periodically, every couple of years, you'd have a year that would come along, and you just get a shit ton of like fucking genre-defining games. That doesn't happen anymore. Like, when was the last time you saw a year that just had tons of fucking amazing games that would be iconic?
In 2000.
It's been like
Mhm.
decades.
The
2000,
market
2000.
is
Yeah.
saturated and our
There's no
attention is
creativity. Nobody
divided.
takes risks. There's nothing new. That's why. Everything's a fucking third-person shooter or a fucking open world
Everything is Call of Duty.
game. Wow.
Wow.
See, I don't hear people talk about Call of Duty anymore.
I
Good.
miss Call of
Because they're
Duty.
too
I used
busy
to play.
playing it.
Oh my god.
I used to love Call of Duty Mobile. Like a couple of years ago, I would play the shit out of that.
Wow, that's two terrible things mixed together. Why?
Just because, okay. I
All
love
right,
the gun
so
game.
I would do my show and tell first.
Yeah, do it. I'm gonna say it or
I figured
hear about it.
since I was watching it, I figured I wanted to talk about this. All right.
Oh,
So
God.
this is season 4. Or wait, yeah, this is season 4. Big ass, fucking huge box. It's fucking heavy as
Never been
shit.
opened.
No,
Oh,
it's
you
been
opened
open.
it. Okay.
It's got a bonus
You're on
disc with
6.
an episode of the original Terrible Flash show. I watched it. It's real bad.
Excuse me, the original terrible Flash show, the one that
From
Mark
the
Hamill was
CW?
in, like the 90s.
Yeah.
That show was amazing.
Wait, Mark
have that.
Hamill
So
voices
good.
something,
It's
or
good.
Mark
It's
Hamill
good.
starring?
He's in
It's
it.
good, but it's real. Like,
he's
it's
the not
dated
Joker.
as fuck.
But the guy who plays Barry plays his dad in the
I know. I
CW.
love that. I know.
Cool.
It's so cool. They do that shit in like Smallville and Supergirl. Like they're pretty good about like bringing back like
Yeah. I'm also pretty
That's one thing I
sure.
do like that they do.
I'm pretty sure whoever plays, I forget her name, but the scientist lady, I think she comes back as the same character in the reboot show too.
Oh, that's cool.
I think.
I don't remember. that.
I saw I saw an excerpt of, I don't know what I was watching, if it was a Flash or something, but the excerpt of some current show, right, where they came back and they were like saying they were, I guess the plot of that episode is that they were warning all the Supermen of all the multiverse that Lex Luthor was trying to kill all the Supermen everywhere, and they came to the Smallville universe Superman, and they were talking to him, and it was Tom, and I was like, I was just so excited that they brought him back, and it made me happy. That's all.
Yeah, that was cool. So yeah. So like all that fucking plastic, you got like, oh look, a fucking multi-page like advertisement thing. You got a fucking companion guide that goes through like all the episodes and gives you like descriptions of like what the episode's about and all this shit. You got fucking all these discs. It's all nice and quality artwork. It's great, right? So when you go, like back then, you go and you'd buy a box set. They're fucking expensive. You drop like $60, $70 on a box set. Felt like, hey, look at all this shit I got. This thing, I feel like I got my money's worth. And then you go to the last season and you get this. If you're lucky, you get the sleeve, which you probably don't. Most people don't. They stop doing that like after the first printing. Then you get a little case with fucking nothing. Luckily, this one actually has the guide or the episode guide, I think. It's falling apart. Oh God.
Is that Blu-ray though?
This one actually this is Blu-ray. It's got the episode guide, which they stopped doing now, by the way. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, you just shitty, cheap plastic case with a couple of discs, and it costs the same fucking amount. Like, what the fuck?
It's better for the environment.
And yeah, and that's something too.
It's
like Smallerville, and as time goes by, like you stop getting like these solid cases. They're like cutouts and shit. And I understand, yeah, environment and whatnot. But also at the end of the day, like companies get to spend less and less producing these materials, and guess what? The price doesn't go down. like we just get to continue to pay that. And then guess what? Companies complain, oh, it's getting more expensive to make stuff, and like, fuck you. All right, fuck you. That's what I have to say about that.
I mean, greedflation has been proven to be a thing. So
Yeah, it's so shitty. Like, just experiencing things these days just feels so much more disposable than it did once upon a time, because of shit like that. It's just like there's less attachment to it, and like you're not even going to get that fucking box because it's just going to be digital, so it's even less investment and less special, but it still costs the same, so that's great.
I think I've mentioned this. One thing that I did agree about physical media that I really, really, truly miss is when you got the DVD extras. And, when you buy a show or whatever, you get those DVD extras, all those behind the scene type of things. And
yeah, that's kind of going away too, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So if you're on a streaming site and you watch on some shows for some streaming sites, you'll have an extras section where they'll have some of those things, but it doesn't feel like they have as much. Like, with the exception of Star Trek. With Star Trek, they had like a whole ass other.
She mentioned Star Trek drink. No,
she's done it.
There's a whole ass other section of extras where, like, they had the Star Trek shorts and they had the Ready Room, which was a whole ass show hosted by Will Wheaton, who did interviews and stuff, and many, many, many behind the scenes for every new series that was coming out. But aside from, I feel like that's not how it usually is. It used to be that almost every big series or big movie would have extras, and like the DVD extra that you'll never see nowadays is like the commentary, where you could play the commentary track, and then this actor and this director are like like doing the play-by-play while you watch it. I miss that. Yeah,
it's just kind of a cool little novelty thing, it's like, and you have like artwork that you would never, like, there's no need to make stuff like that anymore if it's all digital. Mm-hmm. and even just like the description stuff, you have like, it's kind of comic booky, and you got the screenshots and stuff like that. It's just a cool novelty to have. And you just kind of stack all that up, like the size and quality of the case and the packaging and the extra features and the booklet, and you know what I mean? It's like, that's a lot of shit to just be like, hey, we're not going to do any of that anymore, but continue to pay the same amount, and then on the video game side of things, to hear the developers complain about how fucking expensive shit is and how we're raising our fucking price, like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting to the point where you're like breaking even at this point, so maybe shut the fuck up. How about that? Yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting during my Smallville adventures.
Kind of feel like that turned into a Sean's Corner.
Yeah, there you go. We got it in, everybody.
Smallville still sucks.
Well, how dare you?
No!
And
I just...
What else you got there, Sean?
I don't know if I can get it in frame. It's so big. It's an Alan Wake display thingy.
Oh, wow.
Alan Wake!
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a freaking shield, like a riot shield.
It does look like a riot shield, but yeah, it's super awesome.
It's funny because the computer, like all your icons on your desktop reflecting on that.
Shining on it.
It looked like a city landscape
mess.
It looked like
really?
a city, yeah.
You should backlight it. Ooh, put an LED light behind, like, I saw that it's hollow. Right, I saw that it's like a cardboard like that.
Hello.
Put like an LED light strip or like a little like not gonna burn your house down light right in there.
That'll be the last thing he needs.
Oh, wow.
You should burn it.
Fire
I'm gonna burn it to the ground. All right, so the last of it is Alec gave me a Steam code, even though he knows I hate Steam. I don't know what I got. There's 2 games that I did not recognize. I got a game called Ricochet, which is like some shitty
Ricochet.
Like Tron rip-off. That maybe it's just free with Steam. Maybe that's not it.
No,
so I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm assuming it's this one, Squarehead Zombies, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
It is it's basically Minecraft with you get like guns and shit, and there's zombies and stuff. I don't know if you can build, but the graphics look just like Minecraft. And yeah, hey, I mean it's appropriate. It makes sense. Like it's zombies and shit. Minecraft, I'll play it.
It's
I
another
I
another
have
zombie
Ricochet.
game.
I got it
I got
as
another
a
zombie
as a.
game.
I got Ricochet as a bundle with I don't fucking know what, but somehow I have it. So maybe we can like co-play some.
It looks fucking awful. But yeah,
Okay, well
we can give it a shot. Give it a shot.
we'll explore the awfulness together
And
sometime.
then I got this that Alex sent me. I don't know what to do with it. I can't read. It says to
Open on
open
Wardcast 200.
open on episode 100. I forgot to do
200.
that.
2.
No, 100. That's a 1.
2.
That's a 1.
So it should be a PS4 game.
Okay. PS4 game. Do I have to
That's
guess
an
what
idea
it
Time
is?
already.
capsule.
That's what I'm guessing
Yeah.
it is. I'm guessing it's a PS4 game.
I reckon it'll be funny if it turns out to be another copy of Resident Evil 4.
That would be awesome, actually.
What if it was the one that you're missing?
Here we
Because
go.
you said you're missing a few.
We're gonna do it.
Jazz and Carmen gonna have a guess.
I have a question for Alec later.
Oh,
Okay, I
I
want him to guess
wonder-
first. I'll ask you after.
All right, I'm gonna guess it's a ooh no. It's a knockoff of Resident Evil. That doesn't make any sense because you said PS4 probably.
You said it's a PS4?
PS4 probably or PS4 definitely.
it's a PS4 game, definitely. Well, it should be.
Wait, how do you know what it is?
It
Because when
definitely
I
should
ordered
be
it
a
on-
PS4 game.
Okay, so when I went on eBay to order shit, it came up with mystery PS4 game for both of you two. And
so
as
mine's a
for the
PS4
Steam
as well.
codes, I have no idea what's on the Steam codes.
Are you
so-
sure about that?
Yes.
Except I was like, I received it. Is it the
You know,
is
I
it
bet
the-
you if you put in that random code, it tailors it to like whatever your library is.
I doubt
So
it.
like if you
Because,
have a bunch,
yeah.
no, because
I
like that seems
doubt it.
fairly appropriate. The game that I got, like it seemed to make sense. Like it seems like I would randomly just get that. You know what I mean?
It
I don't
seems
know.
like something Alec would randomly get.
Mhm.
But all right. So if it's a PS4 game, we're guessing, right?
or if
Mm-hmm.
they pulled it from your like up and coming kind of
Yeah, it's from an
Some
up
sort
and
of
coming
list of-
sort of list.
you know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean, but it totally is. We're trying to guess Sean's PS4, right?
Yeah.
I have no answer. I'm just excited to see it.
I'm gonna go with Minecraft because that would be funny.
I'm gonna go with Fortnite because
Oh my
that would be
God.
funny.
That would not be funny.
You get to sell it
Yes,
again.
Wow.
I'll be like,
The
well,
other
that
guy
would have
would
been
go with
worth it.
Fortnite.
I mean, but if you bought it for like, $10 and it just happened to be Fortnite or something, and then you send it. I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Hellblade.
ooh. Hellblade.
Oh, nice. Did you have that
Yeah.
already?
That's a good game.
Did you already have it?
I do have it.
Oh, I was gonna say if not, like I've played it. It's really good.
Is it
The
sealed?
same version, the same
is sealed.
everything's.
Well, there you go. Keep
Yeah.
it sealed.
Yeah, see now I don't have to open one.
Ugh.
That's fucking awesome.
You should open
I
everything.
really wanna play it. I
can't-
really wanna play it.
Oh.
So now I'm thinking they're not just like shitty games that the guy didn't want.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
not a
it's
shitty
just
game
my
at all.
shit.
That's a good
It
game.
might be truly random. Truly. the
And
random. Truly
thank
random.
you, Alec. That's awesome.
Oh,
That
no,
was
thank you,
very
Alec.
nice of you.
Also,
And hey Jazz,
Hello.
how do you do?
How?
How?
Sorry, I'm trying to
Mm.
figure out where I redeemed the code on Steam and I
Come
don't know
on,
where it
Carmen.
went.
I just went, how? How is
How?
that offensive?
I will tell
Everything's
you
offensive.
how
It's
later.
not. It's a language.
Everything's offensive.
Week was what?
Yeah, week was what?
He's just staring at me. Week was good. I had, was it this week that I was off? No, I worked this week. I had a 4-day week because Monday was a holiday for us. So it just felt like a 20-day week. Work was really busy. I was the only one there basically for a few days, working on the cases, but I went at my own pace. I've been watching Alias in the background because I've seen it before, but I want to rewatch it. So I had that playing, and it was, background noise. What have I been doing? I've been watching some X-Files. I've been restarted watching X-Files recently.
Oh, I need to see that.
It's so good.
I like fucking probably in the late 90s I watched like a couple of the original seasons, and that's like all
It
I've
was
ever
so good.
seen.
It's
I
pretty
need to
good.
go. Did you watch the new one? Or not the new one, but when they brought it back?
No,
I wonder if it's worth
Did-
a shit. Probably not.
probably not.
Yeah.
It'll never be the same unless they've. And is it a whole new set of characters, or are
No.
they?
No, they
No,
brought
they're
back
just
the
old.
originals.
being
Yeah, they're just
slightly-
old.
Well, see, I watched because there's 2 movies, right? And the old one was really good because it was like
Mm.
Oh, I saw one.
X-Files.
I saw the
Yeah.
one.
It
with
was
the
like super
bees.
X-Files. The more recent one sucked. It was garbage.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Did
I
it
did
just
not
like
like.
not feel like X-Files at
Oh,
all?
it was like watching the movie that they made for Dead Like Me. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched that show, but it's just Satan. What are you doing? Get down! Stop! It's not dinner time. Go to
Your pussy under control, Jazz.
Oh.
it's like she goes back to being a doctor. Like, she leaves the FBI. Mulder's all like drunk alcoholic dude, like old dude, and he's like, Scully, I got another X-Files. So, and they have to like work together to help the new and like younger FBI agent, and there's like
Oh.
no action. It's just people. Like, Mulder runs like a block, and then he's like, and they're like, oh my god, sit down, are you okay? Like,
But like,
it's just
what would
super
even
not
be
good.
the point? Because I think at the end of the X-Files, the end of the
I have
original
not watched the whole
X-Files,
show. I have not
spoiler
watched the whole
alert.
show. I have
Yeah,
not
yeah,
watched the whole
yeah,
show. I have
yeah.
not watched
I
the whole
just
show.
got through saying the same thing. Don't
Yeah.
spoil anything.
I want to say it.
Who's hitting their mic?
That's me. I'm sorry.
I looked right at you. I said that too.
I've got my hands on my
I
beer
keep
and my nose.
fidgeting. I'm so sorry. I need to find a silent.
We're
fidget.
playing D&D yesterday,
Fucking
and every 2
let's do it.
seconds you just hear a broom going. We kept telling her to stop sweeping.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
That does not make
Yesterday,
for
I
good
thought I had my stuff
podcasting.
on mute. I thought I had it on mute. I was doing full-on chores.
It's true.
It's good to hear that you're engaged in the experience.
and then can we have a file that has all the character NPC names? Because I don't remember them. It's because
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, no, because they have like all these
They have
original
stupid
names, like
names, yeah.
Smorgasbord and shit.
That makes
They
it
have-
easy to remember though.
no,
Not
they're
like John
they're like
47976 or some
I need the
shit.
pronunciation. There's like a pronunciation guide on how to pronounce shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? I watched Titanic today.
You what? How could you?
I know, right? And guess what? The ship sinks.
No!
Spoiler! God
What?
damn it!
Spoiler
funny 'cause
alert. God
I was in
damn.
a call with Shayla and her friend because she was like, "Hey, you want to chat?" I was like, "Sure." And I'm watching it, and then I'm just like, oh my god, she's falling off the back of the ship." And Shayla's like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Oh, he caught her. Oh my god, I hope he can pull her out." And she's like, "Oh my," and her friend's like, "What?" Shayla's just like, now she's seen this like 1,000 times.
Hey, Jess.
But yeah, it was pretty
There
fun.
was room on that door for 2.
I just
Yeah.
had that conversation with
Rose
Shayla.
just hated men.
It's like actually no, I sent her a because that joke is getting really old, but I sent her a good one where it was like like how her mom is in one of the lifeboats. That lifeboat didn't get
Oh,
very
yeah.
far because they didn't have Rose.
Wow,
Oh,
God damn.
Yeah.
that's
Better
terrible.
Or watch the movie backwards.
But,
The ship saves the water. Saves people from the water.
The ship saves the water.
It saves
I wanna
people
watch
from the
that.
water. The ship just dumps the water out, goes
It
back.
sank to save the
goes
ocean.
backwards.
It was a sacrifice.
Yeah, freaking pollution. All those
Titanic 3
vests.
coming soon. That's what it's about.
There's a Titanic 666. I gotta watch it.
That sounds amazing.
What else did I do? I played / stream to record for like let's play the game Lake, and so I'm having fun like nitpicking at it. But I found a couple of glitches so far.
What?
Uh,
No.
There's
how
one
do
that,
you always?
there's one that made
It's
me
very
cry. Like
interesting.
it was the only time you'll see it, but it's the only time that Howie was watching. It was late, and he was watching and chatting in the Twitch, and basically I had to take pictures. Like this girl's like, "Oh, I've got a camera and like I need somebody to test it, but I don't have time for that." And I'm like, "Sure, I'll take pictures." And like I'm just taking a picture, and I don't know what I did, but like while I'm holding the camera, you see my character just gliding away, and I'm like, "Where am I going?" And so like I took the stupidest pictures with that, and it was pretty good. And there was like a time where I just like crashed into a fence, and I was like, "Oh no!" And then the truck just went like. But yeah, I'm enjoying. The story is really funny. The characters are weird. It's got machinima potential. And by that I mean I'm gonna. Other than that, I played like a little bit of Among Us, a little bit of Minecraft, some PUBG for reasons. But generally I've just been watching stuff. I tried to watch a movie on YouTube, and it wasn't very good. It was like An American Haunting. I feel like I've seen it before, but yeah, maybe I have. I don't know. It sucked. That's pretty much what I did. Yeah, what I did, what I've done. I feel like somebody said something and I was like, "Oh, hey, I did that," but I can't remember what it is.
What you did.
So yeah. My game of the year, 2000's gonna be probably. I guess I'll go with Code Veronica.
Yes.
The only existing Steve fan in the universe, I have to say Code Veronica, but Majora's Mask is like a close second because I was really big on those two Zelda games, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. Yeah, show and tell. Well, the games, because I didn't bring a show and tell because I thought we were just using those games as a show and tell.
Oh, wait.
That's what I did.
Yeah, here's Nibbler. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Nibbler!
Nibbler attack!
Did I just threw up my own face? Okay, so again, I put in the code on Steam, and I have no idea where to go to find it. View games library. How do I know where to find games that I've just installed or just bought?
So I could, you know what? I was unsuccessful at that, so never mind. It used to be that if I organize it by hours played, the new ones would be at the top, but I tried that today and I could not find my shit, so
that's how to not do that.
so that's how not to do it. Let's see.
Because it's one game or two games?
I think it's just one.
You have
Carmen got two.
Steam.
Each code is a game. Maybe it's
two. Chat has two, by the way.
Go redeem them at the top of the chat, everybody.
Okay, so if it's just the one game, then I know what it is.
And downloaded it there.
If you redeem the code, let us know what it was.
So
hopefully it's a Barbie game.
The game that I got, I'm not sure what. I'm gonna go to the store page and read you the description to see what it is. It says this new adventure takes me from the end of the 80s directly into the 21st century, and wow, how the world has changed. While my view of the world and women from way back in the 1980s collides with modern reality, I'm all set to date my way across the modern world. It has very positive reviews. It came out in 2018, and it's called it's called Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Don't Dry.
Oh my god.
Happy Endings Edition. And that's why I wanted to know if Alec did this on purpose. Yep. Because
my god.
What did you say, Carmen? It's a come around or come
up and coming.
Up and coming.
That's what I meant. Yes.
Well.
And now he wants us
hilarious.
To play it and tell him about it. I don't want to play it. There's a building with a squirting dick in the background and llamas.
Oh,
I should have kept that code for me then.
Yeah, right.
Let me just. I'm not even like. I wish I was joking, But
you read
this is
Jacked?
this is a reality that we live in. This is what Alec has bought me.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't even know. They've got like weird little accents. I think it's a point and click adventure.
Yeah,
Why is she just sitting on a boat?
those games have been around forever.
It looks
Because they're
horrible.
my
She's like,
sister.
where am
happy
I?
ending
Hey, where
update.
am I?
The happy ending update. It's the happy ending
She's
edition.
in a boat because there's more fish in the sea.
So god damn it, Alec.
So
That's
now
my
we know it's
sister.
confirmed it's based on your library.
I'm pretty sure it's not, unless it's like Gmod. You got Gmod, here you go.
Oh,
They're like, Jazz does not have enough dick in her games.
And I'm looking at the other games that this company has made, and it's nothing nothing like that. It's like just shitty, but I don't know. Anyways, we'll try it. We'll laugh, we'll cry, we'll cry.
Play some more.
Super Cat
The
Boy.
first time I saw Leisure Suit Larry was actually my sister playing on the Xbox. And
Wow.
was it
I
down
have-
You
up
took the
button,
code and
button?
gave it to me.
I have 2 of those on the Xbox.
What? You
Leisure
bought
Larrys.
it twice?
No,
You
there's
bought
a
it
bunch
and then
of
thought
there's
it
a
was
bunch
good
of
idea
different
to buy
ones.
it again.
There's
Huh?
a movies one on the 360, and then there's some other random one on the original Xbox.
I've only heard of it, and it's like I've only no. Never.
Well, they used to have like nudity in them, but the console ones
Yeah.
I don't think do. The one that I played didn't, and it was terrible. Oh,
It was terrible
Okay.
because it lacked
I
the
have-
nudity.
open on
Yes.
Wardcast episode 100.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't me. I swear to God.
So I guess
What?
it's a PS4 game.
You don't know.
See, it wasn't me.
It's gonna be Hellblade 2.
Mine's loose too, by the way.
They're always loose.
I know.
Every time I get a new game,
It's fucking annoying.
it does this. All right, so what are we guessing?
Need for Speed.
I hope not.
2.
Leisure Suit Larry.
You actually get Resident Evil 4.
That would be fucking
God.
hilarious, actually. Or Village.
If
Oh
it's
God,
Village,
be Village. Be
I'm
Village, please.
avoiding Village like the plague.
Be
That
Village.
is Village.
Was there a
So Alex
Leisure
is
Suit
Village. Sean
Larry
said-
on PS4?
What?
Was
What
there
is
a
that?
Leisure
Where did they
Suit
keep
Larry?
going?
No.
When I first heard of Leisure Suit Larry, I thought it was a one and done kind of like terrible idea.
Just
There's
hit
like-
it and quit it.
There's like 6 of them. There's a lot.
Yeah. I never thought that they got past like the first Larry's.
Watch it be another copy of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I
Shadow.
only have 3 copies.
Only 3. You need 4.
Yeah, because people get buying them for me. Okay, so
It's a digital code. You open it up and it's like just like a
are we
a
saying
piece of
Village?
plastic with some.
I'm going Village.
Oh, it's wrapped. It's wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic.
I'm going
Is it Barbie?
Barbie game. Yeah.
Barbie game the
saying-
game.
I'm
Barbie
thinking.
game.
So it feels like it's got plastic. So
Is it fantastic?
it smells like crap.
It's Village.
It's
Does it
Village.
smell like drugs?
It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
It sounded like Red Dead Redemption
Yeah.
2.
Do it. Do it. Now.
Remember when we were trying to guess Alex games?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Is it cat game?
Do you remember what I said at one point when you said something Souls? Anyway, it's Dark Souls.
Dark
Oh,
Souls.
remastered. Ooh, that's a good one.
Uh,
That's not a good game for you. You're probably gonna hate
I
that.
got shit.
Yeah.
You said that to me the
Right.
last time. You were like, "You're gonna hate that because it's like a Dark Souls kind of game," and I liked it, but I don't remember what game it was.
Well, maybe you like it. Well, you don't like hard game. You don't like dying over and over and over again, and that's exactly what Dark Souls is.
That is true, but at the same
Turn it down
time,
to the easiest.
I played
Okay.
Resident Evil 4 remake on the hard mode right off the bat.
Yeah, well, I don't. You're fucking crazy. I don't understand you. You have no standards.
Standards.
We all went through that like Resident Evil 4 craze.
Oh, I'm
That was
in it
good.
forever.
Well,
Forever.
Mine wasn't
Yeah.
a
I
craze.
need to
I
go
just
back to
I
it.
just played it.
It wasn't a craze, but it was like a sort of frenzy kind of thing.
I don't know why I'm yellow.
Yellow.
They're not well.
Oh, don't
Died.
die. Sean is also
I'm
yellow.
sorry.
Well, I'm
Sean
glad
is
you
red.
you guys got
Thanks,
some good shit.
Alec.
Of course,
You're
Jonathan
welcome.
is quite a bit
Come on,
pinker than
DMC4,
usual.
you're going to be worth all the money I spent
Because I'm
on
melting.
you.
I'm melting. What is going to be worth money?
DMC4, I had to play it again and again and again.
Oh, wow. The trophies for that game are fucking horrendous, by the way.
Well, you tell me that
So,
now.
if you want the platinum, have
No.
fucking fun. That fucking thing's a nightmare. It's one of those games where you like play through the whole game and you get like 2 trophies. They're all really fucking annoying.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, what?
Do you know what time it is?
Is it time for a news?
Time for a moose.
Or wait, Alec, when are we playing your video?
It was meant to be at the start, but never mind.
Oh, let's play now. Time for a video.
Time for a video and then news.
Time for a video.
Jazz, we need to do something.
We're playing PUBG, dumbass. Stupid.
No, I mean, we need to do something to celebrate 200 episodes of the Wardcast.
Like what? Why are you taking your clothes off?
Getting naked makes me think.
Oh, God.
I got it. Let's smash 200 windows.
Okay, but I'm keeping my clothes on.
Yeah, this is what you came here for. We got machinima news and fuck yous. It's the goddamn ward.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's gotta hurt.
94,
94.
95, 96,
116. 117. 119.
Count much? You forgot 118.
Shh. That episode hasn't been uploaded yet.
Aw, shit. Well, I'm not doing that one again.
175. 176. Ow! Fuck!
Are you okay?
The glass is totally hurting.
Put some clothes on, you dumbass.
Never! 197.
198!
199.
200! Whee!
Mm.
Yup. Okay, so we're done with that. Now what do we do?
Oh, I got an idea.
You fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I'd like to point out that that last bit was unintentional. He literally shot me in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not surprised. That sounds about right. That was awesome.
Unintentional.
See, PUBG
He
Machinima, it can
accidentally
happen.
Shot you in the head.
Yeah, it finally happens.
I like your fucking backflip window on the bike.
You were trying to do that for so long.
Yeah. It's really hard to aim the bike at one window.
I mean, you didn't even need to do it. You could have just done the flip by the window and put in a sound effect. The
No, I want
power
it.
of
It had to
editing.
be legit. It had to be real.
That was pretty
They
good.
did like 200 actual windows.
Did you do all 200 of them?
I mean, in that day, probably. It's Alec. All you hear is psh, and I'm like, that was you, wasn't it?
That was
It was-
beautiful.
Yeah, we just literally, I came up with that kind of script like on the fly, and like, it's like we had like 1 week before to do this, and I was just like, all right, PUBG, we need to do something for the 200 episode, and it's like that kind of went on with that, and then breaking windows because that's something we would used to do, and I would always do it naked because,
Yeah.
and
Because
yeah,
Because glass in
Jill-
the ass is the only way to go.
and with Jill being the last one to smash through the window, it just made sense. So, yeah.
Makes sense to us in our group.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I liked that. Is that why you wanted a line from me?
Yeah.
Alec? Yeah, sorry. My voice was like gone during like when you asked me.
Yeah.
Plus dying and all that.
Sean,
I
between the two
mentioned-
voices, I am dying.
So I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
When you're feeling better, I still want you to do that cat game line.
Cat game.
Okay, yeah, of course. I got you.
Leon the cat.
Leon the kitty cat. All right,
Hey.
now
Now.
it's time for
Now.
God, have we still got
some
this fucking clip?
news.
Still
Doing it old school.
a work in progress. Yeah. So as mentioned, there's not a lot of news today. There was a lot of kind of crap, and most of it was repetitive. So I just got what I thought was the best. Alec, I'll kill you.
Ooh,
I have to share my screen.
my scran.
I have to share my screen with you. Also, my colors are all messed up today, so deal with it.
Wow.
This is the first article.
What?
Not so Sharpie.
Not so Sharpie. So during the FTC versus Microsoft hearing on Wednesday of this week, because as we know, this is an ongoing thing, there was a poorly redacted Sony document that was revealed, and it revealed, well, it wasn't revealed, but it revealed a few secrets from the company. We've all watched movies, we've all like seen those scenes where they have like a document that's confidential or has like sensitive material, and they're like Sharpied out some parts. Sony, however, must have not pressed down hard enough or something and not realized that when you photocopy documents, the black marker gets more see-through kind of. So based on this picture, it's actually the article. The cost of making some of their bigger games was revealed. We saw that Horizon Forbidden West cost them $212 million. Last of Us Part 2 cost $220 million. We also saw that for Horizon, it took them 5 years to make it with 300 employees at its peak. Last of Us took 200 employees. This is information that, I mean, Sony doesn't typically give away that information at their own will. So clearly, because they tried to Sharpie it, they didn't quite do a good job.
That is the stupidest shit.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm here for it.
I mean, it's showing the cost, and they had submitted the document to the district court, to the U.S. District Court as part of the ongoing hearing, trying to say that Microsoft would not be able to, hey, this is how much it costs to make the big title games, and if you let Microsoft acquire Activision, they won't be able to do that or something. It's literally it's FTC versus Microsoft, but it's Sony versus Microsoft in the end. It's always been like that.
Yeah.
And so this poorly redacted document was removed from the server where it was residing, but obviously it's too late. Microsoft did have their own document problem during the hearing. They accidentally revealed that they once considered buying Bungie, Sega, IO Interactive, and others. And in the hearing, we also learned that Microsoft had also been interested in buying Square Enix. However, Microsoft has not leaked the cost of making their bigger titled games. So Sony did a whoopsie.
Just a whoopsie.
A whoopsie. I actually have the other. There's another part of the. I shrunk everything so that I could fit it on my screen. If you guys are interested, I have the other part of the thing in the document.
Very interested. Show it.
And it is called Text 2. This was the part. This was the other part. You can clearly see, people who look at it long enough, the super sleuths, like even I can tell, million users upon, like you can see it. So,
not to mention,
I have a feeling they did a digital.
Yeah. If you put it into a system where you could change the contrast and so forth, you can definitely like bring that out more.
100% on MS Paint, you could probably figure out what it says. Like I can Call of Duty here.
Yeah. Oh, scroll in a little bit. Let me see. Oh yeah, I
Like,
could totally
Yeah.
read.
when
Yeah.
we get people send us things that have been like faxed or scanned, photocopied, and then they send it to us, it's literally just black for the paper at work. And when I'm trying to read like the date that they got it done, if I keep scrolling in, eventually like it's white. Like everything kind of flips. And so like that's medical information. So you'd think that, I don't know, there'd be a better way, but if you
I mean,
really
there
want to hide
is.
it, don't
If people,
like print it, highlight it so that it soaks through the page, then photocopy it. Don't be a dum dum.
Don't be a dum dum.
Not so
I mean,
Sharpie.
yeah, there's so many better ways that you could do that. Like whiteout would 100% like. I don't like. I get
Type the words.
or type the words, or if you have a digital, like digitally black that shit out. Like you'd think that a multi-million-dollar corporation would be smarter than a frickin', marker.
Well, I mean, the Sharpies are very good
Could I just
invention.
ask, why would it matter how much they spent
You'll
on
kill
making the
it.
game?
I don't think it does, but then at the same time, it kind of shows how many
Where their money's
resources
going.
and why they're putting so much money in a huge game. And like, if Microsoft makes a huge game like that, I don't know any big Microsoft titles, but like, say they have one like that, like say one of the Halos that they make. Xbox is literally just a freaking Call of Duty game now, or box, but they make a Halo new game, and it's like super fine graphics, like that last season of Red versus Blue that we were talking about, with like all the animations that people are doing. I forgot what's mocaps and all that, and it looks like really really badass. And they still spend like half of what Sony has spent, and like the graphics look just as nice as the ones in Horizon. Then the court is like, y'all, like that's way too much money. Like you should not have exclusivity to this. Like it just
Yeah.
it just shows that you're where is all this money going into? Like you need all these people and all this. I don't know.
You're
I feel
greedy.
like
Yeah,
it's fine to
greedy.
spend the money, but like that's a lot of money.
This is why, yeah, but this is why video gaming is doomed. I mean, like this is the thing. Like if you need to spend $200 million on a game like that, because like look at all the high profile movies that are coming out. They're multi-million dollar. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars making these movies. So why would video games be any different when they're doing the same kind of experience? They're cinematic. They have actors who put on the suits, and honestly it should cost a lot more because you have all the animators and special effects, and like there's so much more that goes into making a
equal.
video game than goes into making a movie. So yeah, it should, to make a AAA high budget video game, it should cost hundreds of millions of dollars, and that's just kind of the way of it. But there's a trade-off there too, where like no one, who's talking about fucking Microsoft games? Nobody cares. Like the conversation and the sales go into the God of Wars, the Horizons, the Last of Us, Uncharted.
Mhm.
Those are all multi-million dollar, hundreds of million dollars invested games.
Yeah.
And that's the reward. You get bigger sales, you get more investment, you get, you hit the fans, and you make art that people will want more of and talk about. Or fucking Halo's dead. And Microsoft doesn't make memorable games anymore. Like they're not invested in making those games. But the problem is they don't need to be, because the market is in the disposable Call of Duties. That's where the money's going. So what's going to happen? Sony's going to stop making those games because it's not worth putting in that money when they can make a throwaway microtransaction Call of Duty and make 10 times the money. Like that's the future. That's where we're going, and that's the problem.
I think eventually we'll hit a point. This is just maybe this is a optimistic sort of projection, but I think we'll hit a saturation point where we're so sick of that, and we're so sick of that, and now creative tools are, of course, much more accessible than they ever were in the history of anything, because we now all have like a supercomputer in our fucking pocket with with all the programs that used to be available only to studios are available to the
Google.
the Google Pixel are available to the layman. I think eventually video games will go back to being artisan, and they kind of are a little bit, but we'll start to see like some really pared down, dumbed down kind of made in your basement games again, hopefully, and it'll kind of go back to that eventually, because that's just, I just think that's what's going to happen.
The problem is we're grooming the market. We're grooming the market to not want that, to not want the story games, to not want the games that they're investing, you know, $100-200 million into to make something worthwhile. The market is cheap, and it's an experience that you enjoy for a while, and you throw in $10 to $50 a week, getting your new fucking hats and clothing and your new shiny gun skin, and then once that's not popular anymore, you throw it in the trash and you make the next one. Like
Pay to play.
That's where the market is, because we pushed it that way. That's,
but there will be,
and it's on both sides. The consumer and the businesses are both going that way, because that's where the money is, and you can't have one without the other. If the money's not there, the companies won't go that direction, but all the consumers are throwing in all their money in the wrong places, and it's sending a message to the developers and the creators to make shit that's just garbage, things that we don't want, that we don't remember.
I can't say that I haven't paid for skins.
How many copies did God of War Ragnarok sell? And that's a story game.
Yeah.
It depends on the story. Some of them don't do as well. But just another note. Another fashion note. Sorry, is that there were the second portion that I showed you, the one that we could see the words Call of Duty. When it was examined, it appeared that it indicated that there are over a million PlayStation owners who play nothing but Call of Duty. And so, like, if the next Call of Duty is exclusive to Microsoft, that means Sony's gonna probably lose a lot of. So for them to release this is just stupid, because you're like, hey, like a lot of our players don't even play the games that we make exclusive. So
it's a real easy thing to do. Just remake Medal of Honor.
Make Call of Duty into a story mode game. Then you'll win.
Make Call of Duty into a toilet game.
Call of Duty.
It's kind of sad too, because really, honestly, I'm in favor of Sony to a degree, because Sony is at least pushing to do something more interesting and more meaningful, where Microsoft is just trying to chase the trends and be an accessible brand to pull in the money. Like they're not making art anymore. They're not trying to be innovative with Halo. They're not, look at Fable, it's fucking garbage now. Like everything that they're doing now is just like, they don't care about being Microsoft, the game company, anymore. They want to be a distributor of content to make money.
Yeah.
And they're going to win by doing that, because that's where the market is. If they make the money, it doesn't matter if they're creative or interesting or special. They're just going to be making the money because they're capitalizing on the trends, and they're distributing the vaporware content that people are going to throw the money in and forget about, and then invest, drop money in the next disposable thing over and over and over and over again until the end of time. That's where the market is.
Yeah.
But it's going to kill creativity and interesting things, and we'll stop getting things like The Last of Us. We'll stop getting things like, Horizon, because why would you spend $200 million in a game like that may or may not make money, when all you got to do is Call of Duty 400 and you make billions of dollars in 2 days?
Just Call of Duty. Oh yeah.
We're murdering the gaming industry faster and faster. It's going to a bad place.
We'll hit a point. We'll hit a point where people will.
It'll crash.
Yeah, people are gonna. I mean, that's why books still exist or whatever. Like they'll never not be a market for it. There will always be.
Well, guess what?
There's
Those are going
a desire
digital too.
Say what?
Those are going digital too.
They're going digital too.
Why would you carry around a thick ass book with you when you can have 4,000 books in your little fucking
My
your
Kindle,
pocket
I
device,
have,
your Kindle or your phone? Like you don't even need
I'm
a
gonna go
device.
get my.
You can have an entire library in your pocket on your phone. You don't need anything special. So why would you go buy a paper book? But again, like this is the problem. Like we're facilitating that becoming a thing, and then we lose like the feel of like grabbing a book off the shelf, and it's aged and it smells away and it's tangible, and you read through the book. It's a different experience than like let me pull out my phone and read through some text and then move on to the next thing in my list of 4,000 that I have to get through. You know what I mean? It's like it's just not the same. We don't care about things the way that we used to, and we're going to care less and less, and we're going to stop making things.
Some of us will.
That are
Some of
worth
us always
making
will.
because we stop caring. But if the majority stops caring, then that steers the ship. So the people that want that stuff aren't going to get it anymore because they're not going to sell enough of it.
It'll be trend. I think people can't be so vapid.
Oh,
not
they can.
everyone. Huh?
They can too.
Not all the people all of the time. There are people who will desire like the immersion and the depth and the
talking about the majority though. The majority rules. The majority dictates the market.
That's the majority is heading for a digital world, and
right. So the people that
we need one storm to light and knock out the digital, and I'm the one sitting in a room full of books going, fuck you.
It's like there's 10 people that want the $200 million amazing story experience, and then there's 200
somebody
that
who
want
wants to play
the vaporware,
the freaking
Call of Duty
Wet Dream Edition.
Yeah, so
whatever that is.
I
forget what it's called.
If you ever Twitch it, tell me so I can watch it.
We mentioned things with Crash. We mentioned there be a crash. Speaking of there being a crash,
Bandicoot.
I'm gonna push it on to the next article of news. Sean, will you play the video that says something? I'm not gonna say it out loud, but it says something announcement.
I think this is the right video. I hope.
It's yeah.
Chat him.
Nope. Nope. It says something announcement.
Something,
not trailer.
Something announcement.
The second one I sent you. Like this, but
you sent it on Discord?
I think it's gonna affect Carmen more than Alec, but yeah.
Okay.
Alec's just gonna like seeing it. I just know it.
You sent it on Discord?
Yeah, I sent it on Discord.
I'm ready.
Right before.
That's the only video I have from you.
Okay, well let me send it again then. Just don't say what the first word is.
I think this is worse than silence.
Wow. Hey, you.
I'm just kidding. Wow. Okay. Video.
This is not a new release, but yeah,
okay.
I really want to play the video.
Here we go, everybody. Here, wait. Yeah.
I love the little purr that you can feel. If anyone's wearing headphones, you can feel it. Mm. Gonna knock it off. Yep. This is gonna do it. Did it.
Oh yeah, now it's just showing you the game, but
The game of cat.
So the cat game that was on the PS4 and PS5 is finally on the Xbox.
I didn't even know it wasn't on Xbox.
yeah, it was exclusive to PS4, PS5, and PC, and that's exactly right. I'm resharing my screen. Stray is coming to Xbox consoles in August. This was announced by Blue 12 Studio and Annapurna Interactive, the two companies behind the game. They announced it this week. The game, which first launched on the PS4 and the PS5 and the PC back in July last year. It was revealed in 2020, and it was making, as we know with Alec and his countdown on his wall, it was making very big waves before it even released. It spiked to the top of Steam's list of most wish-listed games. And after it was released, it got more and more concurrent players than any other game that the company had published. People expected it to come to Xbox, thinking, it's coming soon, but it never did. Back when it was released, it was released as a free game on the PS Plus tier for the extra and I think what's the one above extra?
Premium.
Double extra.
Premium. Yeah, so extra and premium.
Ultimate.
So if you have PS Plus Essential, it wasn't available there, but it was available for PS Plus Extra, which is how I have it. This gave the game plenty of playtime on the Sony consoles. So all this to say that Xbox users have a highly rated game coming their way. Obviously, everybody's heard of it by now, but anybody who can't necessarily go out and pay the $100 to get or the $1,000 to get a freaking PS5 or whatever.
$1,000.
Hey, listen.
Oh, fuck.
Well, now that you can find it, it's a little bit better. Before you couldn't find it, so if you could find it, you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna spend all the money I can."
Yeah.
So if they haven't checked it out already, they should. There's no mention yet about the Microsoft Game Pass and if it's going to be on there. So chances are that Xbox gamers are going to have to pay to get it. They won't have it just included in a bundle or in a membership like we did. However, I'd like to point out as well that Stray is apparently leaving the PlayStation Plus lineup soon. So if you have it on your backlog, or if you don't have, Sean, no, Alec has the game, but if you don't have it physical, like me, or if you haven't actually purchased the game, like me, and you want to keep playing it, unlike me, because I don't particularly care for it.
Oh, wow, really?
Get the fuck out.
I played it. Listen, I played it for a couple of hours. It was cute. It was really pretty. Like the cutscenes is going on the eyes, and you see, like in that video we just watched, you see his eyes like dilate just a little bit and out. Like it's really, really good. And it's the same thing for you're like, okay, I gotta keep jumping on rooftops.
Too long.
It's not too long. It's just I found it just the same thing over and over. And I guess it's just because I haven't gotten to any point where things change. I could give it another shot before it leaves. There's no indication when it's leaving, but it's not going to be there for much longer. So I should probably get back into it before. Maybe I'll get convinced to actually purchase the game. So yeah, I got Dark Souls. Could have had the cat game, but I got Dark Souls.
That cat's an asshole. You see him fucking knock over that controller?
So
You
I
know
have
what,
a theory.
He's cute.
Is it a demon?
Could be bunnies.
Puss in Boots.
I have a theory. So the reason why it took so long for it to come onto the Xbox is because they were wasting so much time making that trailer.
They don't have $500 million. That was a good trailer. I saw that and I was like, wow, I like that. Just casual, because you
coming soon.
Dog game. Well, we have that. It's humanity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that video. That's why I really wanted the video to be showed today, because I watched it and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be like, hey, coming soon. But you can do that in the game where you can literally just like knock shit off, and that's kind of like funny.
You can be the asshole.
You can be a complete asshole. Yeah, I'll give it another shot. But hey, Xbox users, play it. And if it does come to Game Pass, you don't know, Carmen, you'll be able to play it.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But it's August around the corner.
Yeah.
Fuck!
I know, right?
August is like,
people were like, oh man, like this guy's leaving soon. He's leaving in August. I'm like, oh my god, that's like a month.
Yeah, I'm thinking like August is like 5 months away, or like I don't know when I am.
I don't know who I wear. Where I am. Cat
Yeah.
game.
Cat
Yeah.
game.
Now
Yeah,
that I
alright.
August is next month, which is insane.
And there's no video for the next one.
You are not my brother anymore.
Good job, Lee. Good job. What the fuck? Is
So I
Final
had-
Fantasy 16 killing babies?
Fire fantasy. It's
Oh,
not killing.
This
Not killing
baby's on
babies.
fire.
But it could, depending on how much attention you pay to it.
Let's start.
Several
Wow.
PS5 owners have reported that Final Fantasy 16 is overheating their consoles and causing them
Oh
to
my
shut down
God.
entirely.
we
Does
go.
it ruin? Does it fuck up the console? Does it like melt the internal?
I mean, it shuts down the console, and this is still a fairly new generation of consoles. If a game like Final Fantasy is causing it to overheat and shut down, that's not good.
That game isn't even that like visually impressive. Like, why the
Right?
fuck is it taxing the system so hard?
I don't know. There was the last week. I mean, it came out last week or the week before. It just came out, right?
Hmm.
And like
Mhm.
right before it even launched, there were strong hints that the game's boss fights were causing the consoles to overheat from the players who played the game ahead of the launch. It was
Maybe I
first
should
noticed.
return it.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm afraid.
I don't want to burn down my
Um,
PS5.
It was first
In my
noticed by
house.
Push Square. Now that Square Enix's new game is out there, that others have been chipping in with their experience. So Push Square, I don't know if it's like an article or something, but they've noticed that a lot of people have started posting online, tweeting just like, "Hey, I got my first experience of the overheating new gen console." And there's a lot of speculation surrounding that the overheating stems from the system's graphics mode. Apparently, the game's graphics mode. Apparently, there's a mode that it just bears a lot of weight on the console for it to make the game look as beautiful as it could. So because there's this mode, that's speculations. It's not necessarily it. Players are theorizing that this is causing the overheat. They're also theorizing that if your console gets dusty, which we all know dust gathers super fucking quickly, they're like, oh, the console gets dusty. But a lot of people have been saying that it's completely dust free, which it's not.
I
So
bet
it's
it
really
has to
hard.
do with the fucking hard drive because those things run
Yeah.
way hotter. When you buy a solid state
Mm.
drive, like you're supposed to buy it with a fucking heat sink. Like that's how hot
Yeah.
they get. Like when you buy an extra storage
computer
device for
Is a solid state.
anything else, like you don't need to buy a heat sink because it doesn't run that hot. So the fact that you have one of those fucking inside the system, if it's trying to process too much data too fast, which it probably is, then it's probably overheating.
Yeah. And I purposely like picked the super like not clear picture of this guy. I know the game is much prettier than that, but I wanted it super out of focus or like resolution, just to show that like
Not
it's a
that great.
game. It's not. It can't be because of the game because the game is made. I think we've had this discussion another time that I was hosting. I remember saying this. The games are made to spec to the consoles like specs, so they're not going to make a game that's going to break your console. But right now, apparently, Square Enix is not even aware of the situation. So there's no idea like when they'll be aware of it. Hopefully, they've seen the tweets because there's no way they can't. Hopefully, they'll investigate the issue. The developer apparently apologized for the day one patch. So there's going to be a lot more apologizing if there needs to be another update like 2 weeks into the game. But I'm pretty sure it's not the game. I think it's just these people are leaving their consoles on all day. They're playing all night, vice versa. And then they get this brand new game. They put the disc in. They run the fucking 20-minute download of the disc game. It's a lot of process on the console. Then they play it. So naturally, when you get to the higher graphics parts of the game, your shit's gonna overheat because you're I don't know. I think that when you have a huge game like this and you install it, you should not play it right away. You should give it a little like turn off your console and let it rest a little bit. Especially like you said, if you don't have the thing to cool it or whatever.
The heat sink.
Final Fantasy is catching fire.
Well, I don't even think you can use them on the PS5 because like that like triples the fucking size of the thing.
Well, they had the
So-
cooling platforms for it. I saw one at Walmart. They didn't have the consoles, but they had the cooling platforms, and they were expensive.
a little.
But that's
heat
still not
sink.
gonna
You can
like
get
you
just a
need
little
the heat
heat sink
sink because
unit
it
inside.
directly distributes the heat on the device. So like it's
Yeah.
not the same thing as like getting a fan and blowing air. Like
Yeah.
it distributes the heat in a much more meaningful way. So
Yeah,
like
it helps more for
you
the inside of it.
yeah, so if you don't have that specifically, it doesn't like there's nothing you can do. And like I said, I don't think I haven't put a solid straight drive in the PS5 before, so I don't know like what that looks like, but I'm pretty sure you just take the stick, put it in, and you're done. So like I don't there's
Alex.
there's not any way to prevent that. Like it's going to overheat. Like there's like aside from a full redesign, I don't know how you would even fix that
This is the fans of the game, by the way.
unless you potato
Bruh.
mode it so that it like runs like
You potato.
Excuse me, potato? What do you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, run it at full potato.
yeah, so it looks like garbage. That's the only thing they could really
It
do.
does. It does look like garbage.
And yeah, it already looks not great. So
Yeah.
what are we
I
even
don't know.
talking about? It's
Right?
I
fucking
don't know. They
stupid.
probably have like 1,000 hours worth of play on there though.
I feel like once every few months when we talk about video games, like brand new video games coming out, it always comes up that this could make your console catch fire.
Yeah,
Consoles
so
are
it's
just
probably
like
just
fire.
someone just like
Consoles.
starting rumors and just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Someone put their console in the microwave because they're like, I want to see just how freaking tough the Sonys are. And then they're like, oh, we fucking put a game in and it caught fire. Look at it now. It's perfectly
fucking-
distributed all around it for no reason. Yeah.
I mean, I can remember when people were trying to
stupidest.
put smoke through to the Xbox. It was just like, why?
People
Yeah.
be
I
dumb.
No.
No, that was people vaping.
Yeah.
People
People being
vaping into their
dumb.
consoles to make it look cool, to make like the cool effect, and then they were like, "What the fuck? My console burned." Yeah, it's not designed for smoke.
Yeah.
I have one more article, and this will require the video to be played
The
first.
Gotcha.
one that I almost played before.
Yeah, so this is a new game coming out. Actually, before you start it, we like video games, right? We like
Yeah,
There's
horror
a
debatable.
movies.
video game podcast.
We like horror movies.
Horror
Do we
games?
like when video games and they get made into horror movies?
No.
I think
so
the answer
Resident
is
Evil,
yeah.
Silent Hill.
Fail.
Yeah.
If they're
Don't they usually
done
come
well.
in as the mark?
I think the answer is probably a strong, definite maybe. So the company behind Paranormal Activity, Insidious, The Purge, Split, Get Out, Us, The Invisible Man, Happy Death Day, Freaky Megan, a whole bunch more.
Freaky Megan.
Freaky, comma, Megan.
Freaky.
This is the production company Blumhouse. They've made a new video game adaptation coming this Halloween season, coming on October 27th, which is Beth's birthday.
Happy birthday, Beth.
Especially with Paranormal Activity and Insidious having had
Yep,
a lot of,
Beth.
I think, successful sequels. I mean, they weren't the Paranormal Activities. They kind of get a little bit boring, but they still had like some good jump scares.
Did they?
And especially Insidious. Insidious was, I mean, Beth says it was really scary. It was good, and it had a lot of sequels, so it did good. So it's kind of giving us good hopes for this one. And with this latest game adaptation, which I'm not telling you the title, you'll see it in the game. They're definitely going to reel in a big audience because this is a particular game that has pretty big fan base. But again, before we go too much into details, we're going to watch the trailer. I haven't watched it.
I think I know what this is.
think you know what
and
this
I'm gonna
is?
hate it.
Well,
You know,
you opened the file, so you would know.
It's a
no,
game that-
I didn't.
I
look
didn't
at it.
title it anything that you know, but
Yeah.
I actually do want to see this, but I'm not a game fan of it. I'm not a fan of the game, so
No, boy.
Yeah. let's do it.
Here we go.
Do it.
Plus, it's got
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. They shut it down
Oh,
years
I
ago.
know this.
The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
I will
I've
work
seen this
and you will sleep.
I understand.
trailer.
Give me your hand.
I was gonna tell Shauna.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
Okay.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Them. In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello? Hello?
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots. Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
What do they want?
They want to make her like them.
Happy? Tell me how to stop them.
It's too late.
Bobby, go!
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
So bored.
I actually thought that looked pretty good.
Yeah, I think it actually looks entertaining.
I saw
I
like a
wanted
much
to say-
shorter trailer and I just like scoffed at it, but like, yeah, that I mean, especially given the source material, like, but it seems like pretty faithful to what I know. I haven't
It's-
played much of the games either, so I don't really know a whole lot. But from what I've seen, like, it seems like it's faithful to the games, but also doing like a like justifying making it into a movie pretty well.
Yeah, and it seems like I don't know. I'm thinking of that crappy like Winnie the Pooh shit that they were gonna do.
Yeah,
It seems
the
like
dark
they're
Winnie the
actually
Pooh.
putting, like you said, a stretch on the horror of it more than just like a guy sitting there and like, oh, close the vent. He can't get you. Like it just seems like they're making it into a good story, and I kind of want to see it, even though I was never big on the game. But yeah, like
it
yep.
has no right to be a good movie, but it actually looks like it
good,
has
though.
it looks like
potential,
it
yeah.
could be.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
Which is very confusing.
I've never been like interested in or formerly, before I actually started to get into horror games just recently, which I know is like almost blasphemy, but I originally never had any interest or was not quite drawn to the Five Nights games, but or the Freddy game. How do you say it? Anyway. But this
Enough is enough.
there's something about this that excites me, and it looks genuinely good, or genuinely mostly good, and even if there's some campy parts, it feels like it'll be forgivable. And
Oh
at
yeah,
the same
100%
time-
campy.
at the same
But look at
time,
the source
why does it
material.
remind
Like,
me of
it's gotta be.
Chaz? Remember that really horrible game that you
Poppy's
Remember that-
Poppy's Playtime.
No. The other one where the woman was going and saying she was looking for her child.
Oh, the park.
The park.
That
It's
was
giving park vibes.
no, that was just terrible.
I know it was. It's giving. I don't know what it is about it, but it's giving me a little bit of the park vibes. But-
Sean's already wanting a steelbook of it.
It's good.
Your
It's-
books are
I-
great. My
I
problem
wanna-
though is with
I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch
with
it.
shit like this
I'm
and
fine.
just kind of kind of horror movies in general right now is like most of them are PG-13, and again, the only reason for doing that is they want the money. It's got to be marketable to a larger
Yeah.
audience, and I just like it's a fucking horror movie. Like it should be
Sean,
scary and bloody.
no,
I
and-
wasn't allowed to go see
I want-
like Cruel Intentions when I was a kid, and I know that's it's got like some subject matter, but like it was a horror movie. Wasn't allowed to go
No,
see it with an adult.
Cruel
PG.
Intentions?
Yeah.
Cruel Intentions.
Because there's murder.
It's
not a horror-
horrific.
It's
Not,
horrific.
no,
It's a thriller.
dramatic.
Yeah,
It's a thriller, but still,
I like
it's
that stupid movie.
like movies when I was a kid. When I first went to see my first horror movie alone, I was freaking psyched, and it wasn't even. It was a comedy.
Yeah.
I-
yeah,
but-
that's what they're counting
I
on. Like
didn't
they
watch
can
horror
market
movies.
and let people like you in, and it means more money. But the source material suffers because like I want to watch the fucking machines like rip into and fucking cut open a bunch of people. Like that's amazing. That's part of the appeal. Is like
Maybe they will.
these machines are like murdering people, but since it's PG, you're not going to see any of it.
No. I will tell you one thing, Sean. We're gonna fight, maybe, but gore has its own shock value, and gore is why they have rated R. But that doesn't always give you the sort of psychological kind of like not that this is going to like have you up for nights or whatever, but like there's something to be said of the subtle horror, the more drawn out, the more psychological horror. And he goes. He's gone. He's done.
No, I'm here. My camera's been weird. Maybe my camera is fucked. Maybe it's not the cable. God damn.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh,
sorry, go
we're
ahead, continue.
unsynced, and it is wild.
You synced for me.
So it's
it's good on mine. You might want to.
He's as synced as the Titanic.
No, he looks like he's
keep
in slow motion. He's like. Anyway,
But
so I'll deal with that later. But the thing is like, does anybody remember the movie The Others with Nicole Kidman?
Yeah, it sucked.
Okay,
I've
fine.
never seen it.
Does anyone
Terrible though.
anyone seen? We've all seen The Ring, right?
And here's the thing. Yeah, and just so Boogeyman,
I think
is something that I saw recently, and it's excellent. It's a great horror movie. I saw it twice in the theater. Like that's not something I normally do, but I liked it that much. But it would have been. It's another PG fucking horror movie, and it would have been 100 times better if it had the gore and the violence because it's part of the experience. Like it's
sometimes
there to
to
disturb you.
Yeah, but you could be disturbed without seeing absolute gore. Think of Alfred
But it's going to
Hitchcock.
disturb you more.
Yeah, if it's a
not
movie with
necessarily.
slasher machines, slasher robots, slasher killers,
Yeah.
you don't want to just see the knife go down the screen and then a black screen. You want to
Exactly.
see the slashing.
Well, okay, slasher films.
Well, not slasher films, but something with a slasher killer. Like this could derail really quickly. We could have a discussion about that, but I kind of see both points, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's a horror movie. It's based off a game that's really, really popular with kids,
right?
Because when you die, the game overs. So I'm hoping that because it's PG, it's probably going to be the same thing. You're going to hear the scream right and then the black screen. But I totally understand what Sean says. Like, there's a ghost child possessing an animatronic trying to kill you. I want to see it fucking kill you. I want to see it like rip you apart.
And if you think about it too, like that scene they showed, the main dude, the Hunger Games guy, whatever the fuck that actor's name is.
Josh Hutcherson.
He's in the chair, right? And then the big scary machine bears coming at him with like spinning blades in his mouth or whatever. You just saw the scene, because if they're not going to show the rest of it, I've already gotten everything I'm going to get out of that scene.
Oh, well, he's the main character, so obviously something stops the machine.
But again,
what about just a blood splatter?
what I'm saying is like any. But again,
and
like
then,
that's not going to do anything though. They've implanted the idea of that person getting killed by the machine. You've already done it. I don't need to see the movie. The experience is like, okay, well, what happens next? What does that look like? Like that's the fun.
But
yeah,
Alfred Hitchcock and Twilight Zone and The Ring and all these things, like there is something to be said of like wondering what it is and never quite knowing. Well, obviously, okay,
it's a loose end and it's frustrating. Is what it is.
It's no. Cloverfield. Anybody remember Cloverfield?
Yeah, no, we can't. We're not gonna go into every single horror movie though. I get the point. I'm just if you want to like just cut that example right here. You're mentioning The Ring. You know how she turns the chair and his face is all distorted. Why? What did Samara do to them to make them look all fucked up like that?
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
you're
the
gonna
worst-
keep wondering.
Or even
They're-
worse, like if
And
they
you
were
don't want to
finished-
keep wondering. You want to know.
yeah, and even furthermore, like if they had like shown her like turning the chair and they cut away from what it actually looks like and you just see her experience, that it ruins it. Like you
Yeah,
don't get
they
to
turn
see
the
the
chair, you
angled,
see the
disturbing,
screen.
scary face because it's all deformed and fucked up and it's scary.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it can be a good movie without that stuff, but it's a horror movie. It will be better the more horror you put into it, is my thing.
You don't want it to be just a jump scare and a spook. You want it to be
Yeah.
horror, as in like it has to have horror. But I'm gonna bring it back to this movie, just to kind of move it along here.
Okay.
Yeah. So as mentioned, it's by Blumhouse movies. I haven't seen a whole bunch of them. Sean, I think you saw Megan and you said it was okay.
It was the same thing. Like I actually thought it was pretty good, but it was PG. And again, it's about a murder doll, and you don't get to see the murder. So like it was good, but it could have
Yeah.
been a lot better.
So it's just a doll that makes people scream. Unlike Chucky, where you see him
Basically.
fucking stabbing people.
Right, that's a perfect comparison right there. It's like you have
Yeah.
the version of that did it well, and then later on you remade it and you took all the gore out of it. Why? What was the point?
For kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some of those movies were good. I mean, I jumped a lot and I got a little scared for a couple days after watching the first Paranormal Activity. So I like that. But maybe I don't think it'll turn me towards the game, but maybe, who knows. As we've seen by the trailer, the film is starring Josh Hutcherson from The Hunger Games as Mike Schmidt, the troubled security guard who begins working at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. While spending his first night on the job, well, that's just the premises of the game, he realizes in the late shift that Freddy's won't be so easy to make it through. That's the description of the movie we got so far. Along with Hutcherson, we're going to be seeing actors like Matthew Lillard, who played Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo movie.
I like him.
Elizabeth Lail, who's
cool.
the one showing here. She's done a couple things, but I know her from Once Upon a Time as Anna from Frozen, as you see here. Yeah, and she was really good as Anna. And I don't really know the rest, but they're mostly kids, so they haven't done shit. Yeah, the movie should be able to give us quality. I'm hoping it has a $36 million budget, so hopefully that'll be decent
Not
enough to
good.
give us some quality animatronics and not just, it won't be like full of CG. Hopefully they'll make it look better than just a bunch of CG. From the trailer, it didn't look like it was just a bunch of CG, like robots and shit moving around.
Yeah, I don't
so.
recall seeing any CG actually.
Yeah, so and I think that's what's going to make the difference, is if they're using actual animatronics or people in suits and editing to make it look like animatronics. Awesome. Like, put less CG, put less AI, put less, and it's cool to see, like, this is not, whoops, obviously this isn't a picture of Josh Hutcherson from like the trailer because he didn't have a gun. I was just looking for something that wasn't Hunger Games.
I hope
Which I think this might still be Hunger Games. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
I think
There's-
I'd rather
there's
watch
hope.
Welcome to Raccoon City and laugh at that again.
No, Jesus.
I haven't even seen
Christ.
that yet. I still want to see it.
Oh, you're gonna
Survival
hate
horror
it.
fan seems to want to see it with guns. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Enough with guns.
I'm definitely going to see it, and I didn't quite catch what Alex said.
Oh, I said I basically prefer to watch Welcome to Raccoon City and laugh at that again.
Yeah, but you don't like
Fucking hate
things,
that
so
movie.
Yeah. I like Cat Game.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
You know how long it took me to edit out Elsa from this picture?
You still have
Actually,
her
not-
arm.
Yeah, her arm is still, it's looped in. I can't do anything about it. But yeah,
I could
Good job.
Photoshop her arm out. And
that was all I
she'd
had
be
for the
just
news. Is
fine.
anybody?
Wow, that was it for news. There's
I
like,
told you, like,
that is a slow ass week.
pretty much everything I could find for news was related to the FTC versus Microsoft court case.
Hmm.
Like, there wasn't
sense.
much of anything. There was a couple of mentions, like, how they're using AI technology and AI based to help write
Everything.
scripts. They're trying out the AI stuff for games and for movies. Apparently Steam is saying no. Like if your thing has AI, it's still property of something else. You don't own this, so unless you can prove you own it, your game is not coming up on Steam. But other
Yeah,
than that,
honestly, I feel like if we're gonna do that whole AI thing, like we need to implement a system that verifies all the reference material and gives them a royalty. Because if we don't do something like that shit's gonna get really out of control real quick and fuck
Yeah.
over a lot of people in a lot of industries.
It's already doing so for art.
Mhm.
it's going to hell in a handbasket.
But the thing is, did you hear this story where this a lawyer tried to use AI in his court cases, and all of the referenced materials, all the reference cases that the AI came up with were fiction, because like the AI he used was basically a chatbot, which is just like pulling shit out of thin air and just like literally making it up. The AI is not designed to do the research for
Because
you.
computers are not that smart.
And so the thing is like I would be all for using AI as a jumping off point. I'd be all for using AI to like give me ideas and stuff, but you can't just slap it in and call it good without editing. It's like writing a story, writing a book, writing a whatever without having somebody proofread it. You have to read it and edit it and stuff for like guide it for consistency, guide it for errors, guide it for all the things, in which case, you know, there will eventually be an author who ultimately put it together and ultimately edited it. Otherwise it's going to be trash. It's like the difference between like, I'm all for like, let's say as an artist, if you start an artwork with tracing it, you start it by like, let's say I used a light projector or whatever, and I traced out the like a fan art that I wanted to do, right? Let's say that I traced that out, projected it onto a wall or a canvas, and then let's say that I carpet punched, you know, with one of those big guns or whatever. Like I traced it out, and then I made let's say I made a fan art into a rug. Like 90% of that shit was me like punching the carpet into the canvas, but like 10% of it is it started with a tracing. Same thing with like if I hand painted something that started with a tracing, it started with an unoriginal work, but most of the work is actually on the artist to figure out how to put that together. So if they're expecting AI to do the work for them, it's going to come out like trash, and that should abso-fucking-lutely be regulated. Abso-fucking-lutely.
I think that your cat's trying to get you to shut the fuck up. Just like,
I like
look at
how he
me,
was like-
everybody.
He was just like, you stop petting me.
Okay, it's game time.
That was terrifying. Jump scares. Look out.
Wow.
Yeah, more
I guess
scary
it's
than
game time.
I do want to point out too, though, like just real quick before we move on, that it gets kind of concerning too for people that make content online, because that can wrap up like the whole Creative Commons licenses and things like that, where people can do transformative content. Because like if you have to, you'd probably have to get rid of that to hold AI accountable, because like that's exactly what AI is doing. It's just way more competent and efficient at doing that, because you know it's a fucking computer. You know, so it can grab all that shit and throw out things together in a way that a person can't. But technically, if we have a Creative Commons license, it's probably going to be
Nailed it.
protected by that as well, because it's doing the same thing. You know, it's taking a base as a reference, and it's taking elements from like tons of different creators and making something new out of it. That's the definition of what that is. So if we're to hold AI accountable in that way and pay, you know, content creators properly, then bye Creative Commons. You better start fucking making original shit, because you can't do that anymore.
Cortana just likes to steal content.
Yeah.
She should be called Contana, but that sounds like something else. Never mind.
Wait, what?
Anyways,
What the fuck?
I think we're ready to move on.
Is my camera delayed to anybody but Carmen?
No.
Okay.
Occasionally it looks like it goes like really quick and then catches up, but not
Okay.
really.
For me, you're slow mo. You're like.
Okay. Well, if anybody else sees that in the chat, please let me know so I can correct it. But on my end, everything looks a-okay.
It's lies.
A-okay. So we're gonna do this thingamabob. Alec.
Whoa, Bob.
Quizamabob.
Wardcast
Bob.
quiz. For this one-off Wardcast quiz, you guys are going to answer questions related to Wardcasts. You saw that one coming. So, for example, how many episodes has there been of the Wardcast? Answer
155.
200.
You're right.
103 and a half.
You're closest without going over. Right, okay.
Nailed it.
Okay, question 1. What was the first ever item of news that was talked about on the Wardcast?
Something about Spider-Man. No.
Oh God.
Oh, I bet you it was
I watched this the other day.
Telltale.
Oh yeah, Telltale.
Letting people go.
Oh my God.
Telltale for the longest time.
We were the Telltale podcast for like months.
And then we just stopped talking about them altogether.
Yeah.
That or Batman, because I know we mentioned Batman. We tried to mention it every single episode. I'm gonna go with Telltale.
Yeah, I support this message.
My name is Sean Clark, and I support this message.
Carmen? Chat? I'll
Jack
repeat
says
the
cat
question.
game.
What was the first ever item of news that was talked about on the Wardcast?
Hang on, she's gotta look it up.
Me? Oh no, I was
Googling.
thinking
This
about it.
episode 1.
No, I literally was thinking about it, and I literally said I feel like it had something to do with a Spider-Man something, but that's not true. I watched this the other day.
I don't think that was.
But I just don't remember, and so I'm going to have to pass.
You just guess. You never know.
Spider-Man is my guess.
You
Or
Talk
never
about a lot of
know.
shit.
Bat Spider-Man.
Bat Spider-Man. Yeah.
All right, let me look it up. If it fucks
Why would
up
you
my-
look
What
it
is
up?
it, Alex?
Look it up.
Why would
Okay.
you?
The answer is actually the Friday the 13th physical version release date.
Oh God.
Really? Wow. Interesting.
That lasted.
Yeah, and now it's
Speaking of lasted, question 2. Which was the longest Wardcast episode?
Ooh,
Bonus
we
question,
did one that
how
was almost
long?
4 hours.
So yeah, it went over. It was like 4.5 hours, and it was the one with the Resident Evil cast where you guys went over every single Resident Evil game and rated it.
Oh,
and then
Jesus.
debated the rating, and then argued the debating, and then argued against the argument.
And even after all that, I was extremely dissatisfied with everything.
Or it was the very uncomfortable physical versus digital episode.
I don't think that one was that long.
That turned into a brawl
It
almost.
felt long.
It was
like the
yeah.
bar fight where you're sitting there and you're like,
When were
yo, I
these?
can't get any more rum and coke. They're out of coke.
Yeah, that one was like an awkward one.
Oh, yeah.
And
When
it
were
felt
these?
long, but that I don't think it
I
was
think the
actually
Resident Evil
long.
one, the Resident Evil one had to be the longest.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
When were these so I could look them up?
To be fair, I thought we were going to go through those pretty quickly. Like I thought we'd be like, "Hey,
No.
this one is this one is that."
The thing
Like,
is, we had like
I
4 or
thought
5
we'd be relatively on the same page.
No,
but
we have 4 or 5
goddamn.
people who like the different Resident Evils. Like we don't like we've established I like the shitty ones apparently, but like Lee was there and he
Watch me
doesn't
Love
like the
Village.
same, and everybody had like a thing to say about it, and I was just sitting there like, Code Veronica. Yeah. Revelation.
I need to look these up. I need actual numbers so I can
I think
look
Alec
these
will
up.
tell us.
Yes.
Okay,
Don't.
so that's probably an episode that hasn't been uploaded yet. So I
No,
have
that
to
one's
go
Really?
with-
the Resident Evil one's up for sure.
Yeah, because it wasn't live, but
Yeah. it was
Right,
before
so
we
the
were doing it live.
answer that I'm looking for is episode 163 for 3 hours, 51 minutes, and 51 seconds.
Which one was it? Like, did
You
it have
said
a
163.
subtitle or no?
No, I don't think it did. So this was
Oh.
like after we went off. We started doing things live. We do
Gotcha.
it live.
That's one thing I miss about doing it, like doing a bunch of shit in post. I can come up with the names and stuff like that, but there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah.
We kind
Even
of
more.
talked about, me and Jazz kind of talked about possibly going back and naming, the ones that haven't been named yet.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
speaking
The Resident
Speaking
Evil
of-
cast, it was only an hour and 37.
Wow. Well,
Maybe
what?
you were just.
Maybe that was another one that felt really long.
maybe it was one of them episodes that we started so late, it was just taking forever because we've been in the pre-show for so long.
Sorry to get excited, but I'm reading ahead and I know the answer to one of these.
We're doing
What are you doing?
And I just want to quickly redact what I just said, because you had Resident Evil cast at episode 18, then we had 54 Resident Evil Day, but the one we're thinking was 107 Resident Evil plot holes and series rankings, because Lee was on that one. It was 3 hours and 7 minutes, so it wasn't far. 7 minutes. So it wasn't far off, but it is up there.
Yeah.
But it's not the longest. Wow, it like you said, it just felt like the longest. Fuck.
Fuck.
All right. Question 3. Which episode was the first live broadcast?
100. No, that was the first webcam.
No, yeah,
that was the first webcam.
That wasn't live. God damn.
145.
Yeah, I know the 130s were all pre-recorded.
144 or 145, maybe 143, but it's in the 140s.
I'm going 150.
I'm going 145.
83.
Bitch.
Survival horror fans at 83.
I said
we
40,
created the
45.
illusion of a live podcast.
Yeah.
By being
83.
Having all kinds of fuck ups and shit.
It was episode 7.
7.
Back when the broadcasts were funny.
Wow.
You need to go home.
Yeah, you're fired.
You need to be quiet.
Go to your room.
I am.
Good, stay there.
Carmen, what episode do you reckon? Without Googling it.
I'm looking at a spreadsheet. Does that count?
Yeah, that she's disqualified.
No. I want to answer though. I think it's episode 119. What episodes are missing?
No.
From the playlist or whatever. I think it starts at episode.
Right. When we get to that question, I'll.
Oh, sorry. You said without Googling.
I
got excited.
Pick a number between 1 and 200. Go.
I'm sticking with 119.
Okay. Jazz is right with 145.
Hey, I was
Nice.
just looking at the list the other day and I was like, I remember moving them, and 118 is where it's not uploaded, but then it was like the 140 something, because I remember that there's no title anymore, so I was like, oh, it's live and there's no thumbnail.
Yeah, I need to go
Alright,
back and update all that.
Now let's get on to question 4. What episodes of the podcast are missing from YouTube?
I was thinking the same thing because I thought they coincided. So I'm still going with 119 through like 150 something.
It's 118 to 144.
Yeah,
That
it
was
sounds all
close.
right. Yeah.
I was close.
It is 118 to 144. All right, question 5. When did guests first appear on camera on the broadcast?
100.
Said it out loud, yeah.
What she said.
When me and Sasha
Wait,
were
what?
exchanging Doritos. Guests
What's-
first
what's-
appeared on camera because it was the first webcam and you had like everybody.
Yeah, 100.
Was it? That was the first time we did
That was the first
cameras?
webcam. You said we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna make it special for the 100th. And we had I was at my mom's and me and Sasha kept like reaching into our bags of Doritos off camera.
I remember that.
I remember
Yeah.
that bit. It's like,
That
Jesus
was so
like,
Christ.
That was a lot of fun.
No eating on the podcast. Oh, let's
But we were
Nicole.
sharing cross
Hey,
countries.
rude. It was rude.
It was
All right.
friendship.
question
Sasha, we miss you.
6. What Ward shirt was Alec and Sean wearing on Wardcast episode 104?
Get fucked.
Was it
Oh.
the? Oh, it's either Get Fucked or the one with the Chibi Leon. The Chibi Leon and Chibi Ashley.
I'm gonna Google it.
Because I remember talking about. Would you? Bye,
You're
Carmen.
eliminated from the game.
No, no.
Follow the rules.
I know it now
Please.
because I
I
Googled it.
googled it.
But
Yeah, so
then
you-
I won't say
you're
it now
disqualified.
because
No
Okay.
Google. Google is not your friend.
I
Survivor horror fans going with Chibi.
Chibi?
I still think it's Get Fucked.
I think it's.
I
Chibi.
like your I like your video setup on that episode, Sean. It was very clear.
What the fuck does that mean?
His camera was up at the top.
It means that the color was right and the angle was right and the lighting was right.
What is
So it
wrong with
literally
any of
means-
those things right now?
Yeah, they're still good now.
All right, so
No
Survivor Horror
comment.
Fan and Sean
good, it's
are
decent.
right with dual Chibi.
Oh.
Which
Yeah.
color
I
do
know
you
the
reckon that
answers.
would be? Jazz,
We both had
don't
red, I
know.
think. Oh shit! Fuck. What?
Yep, it is
I'm
red.
looking at
So
it
what
now.
was I wearing then?
Alec was wearing the chibi thing. Oh, let me move my screen so I
You
can
were
find it
wearing
again.
lol.
Let me pull
Alec
up
was-
real quick.
Am I garbling?
No.
Am I garbling?
No.
You're cheating.
No. Yes.
You're googling.
I YouTubed, which is not quite the same as Googling.
Put the
Did you-
Google away and play the game
Put the internet away.
of the way games are played.
There should be
I thought that we were-
one web page open right now.
I thought that we were in the providing the answer and no longer guessing stage. So I was about to say,
But Alec
Answer,
has the
answer.
answer for us. We were gonna guess, and then once we all guess, he tells us if we're right or not, and then he answers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he did all this work for nothing.
Mm.
I was wearing the Stranger Hugs dual shirt. Okay, last question.
That's not a color that I'm aware of.
It could be.
That's
favorite
the
color
question
is
was, what
Stranger
color
Hugs.
shirt
Same
was me and Sean
Pacific.
wearing, not what color. Right,
yeah,
last question.
What?
Last question. What
7.
were Jazz? Yeah, why did I put where? What was Jazz wearing in Wardcast 110?
A shirt,
Clothes.
some pants, a hat.
clothes.
110.
Yes.
What was so special about 110?
Was it the what,
The
was
Halloween?
It the ketchup? Yeah,
was
maybe
that
it was,
ketchup?
I think it was ketchup.
Hmm.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Do I
Are you
get a
going with
point?
ketchup?
I don't know. Was it
Yeah.
the Halloween episode?
It was the Halloween episode, so yes,
Hey.
that's a bottle of
I've done it.
ketchup.
I made sure to bring that with me to the new house.
Good.
Essential.
And
Should
that
fact.
was the
never- it should always
Wardcast
be-
quiz.
It should be in a bug out bag, ready to go.
We're doing up on a Wardcast. We're doing up on for Wardcast 250 or 300, one or the other. So yeah,
What are we doing for 250 or 300?
another Wardcast quiz.
Oh, sweet.
Which means
Yeah.
everybody
Watch
watch your
them.
wordcasts.
Watch them all study up.
All right, let's do the clock game really quickly.
No, Jesus Christ, fuck me. Let's okay. All right. So
We will do it very slowly, and we will
No,
take
we're-
like 3 minutes between each
I'm
letter.
going to give us a time limit on each.
Yeah, start a timer.
answer.
Well, how about this? If we struggle for more than a minute, we're gonna change the game or we're gonna proceed, either one or the other.
All right, we'll try that. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we can always go back, change the game, and try a different one.
All right.
Fucking Bugs Life. I have that on 64. I have
Why?
that.
I'm surprised I
Was
didn't
it
get it in my fucking
good?
games.
Somebody,
Maybe it's in there, I don't
somebody
know.
gave me a bunch of their games when they got rid of their at 64 when I was a kid, and that was one of them.
Yeah, to be
Was
fair,
it any
I have
good,
some
though?
dumb shit for that same reason. Like,
I
just-
mean, I
like
was
people just gave me random games. There's like, oh, I don't need these anymore here, and I was like, okay. So I have like a couple of Maddens and some dumb shit.
yeah. Can you remember being a kid where like somebody gets rid of a console and they're like, "Here you go, friend." And
Yeah,
like,
what are you
now
gonna
it's
say?
like,
No, to
how
free
much
video
you gonna
games?
give me
Fuck
for
off.
it? I could
Yeah.
sell it for like $10 more than what you give me.
Anyway,
They're
clock game.
video games. They should be treated with love.
Like
And if somebody
bubblegum.
doesn't want them, then I will love them for them.
That's right.
I just-
Anyway, clock game.
Wow. All right. How dare you disregard my feelings?
Anyway,
Alec.
I'm looking at my desktop and I have Five Nights at Freddy's right there, just so you know. I thought you
Okay.
should know that, all right?
Wow.
It's important.
Wow.
I'm about to buy it for the Steam because it is only $5.
Do it.
So
Anyway,
it starts with an M.
Fuck.
So first one is Mercenaries. So the next one, number one, will start with an N.
But what is the subtitle of Mercenaries? Because Mercenaries ends with S.
The World
Yeah.
of Fire or
Mercenaries
something,
Playground of Destruction.
right?
Okay. I can't see it. It's too small. So I was like,
Yeah.
but okay.
Did it.
N.
Also with that Panzer Dragon shit. And,
Neo Geo Battle Coliseum.
Jesus. So of all the end games you can see.
Neo Geo.
So it ends with an M as in Mary?
Battle Coliseum. So it ends with an
Okay.
M.
Okay.
Mm,
And this one has to start with an M and end with a P.
Mop.
Mop.
Is Mop a game?
No, I don't think so.
No. It
Mop.
stands for method of
Simulator.
procedure. No. What's a mop?
Madame.
Madame.
Mario.
Madame.
Mario Pop.
Super Mario Pop.
P is impossible.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Just-
Alec? Why do you pick these fucked
Mission-
up games?
And
Right.
What the
Okay.
fuck ends with the P?
a lot of things.
Like what?
Soup.
Yeah, I love that game.
Manima Soup.
Okay, so I didn't actually pick these games. Lee did.
God damn it, Lee.
Wow, way to blame your brother.
I don't
We're
have
gonna
a
have to
problem,
skip
because he
this
said
one.
shit
There
about
is-
Stray.
I refuse to believe that anything that ends with a P is good or
I'm surprised you
or
haven't
anything
Googled
that
it
we
yet.
can think of.
There's got to be a Mario.
There's
Mario
Puyo Pop,
Party Pop.
but that doesn't start with a N. Or fucking god damn it.
I fold.
Your laundry.
Piece of paper. I don't know.
No.
All right, let's go on with
Fold by
number
hand.
4. We're skipping to number 4. So again, starting with A.
What does it start with?
An A.
A is an apple. Okay.
Yes.
Alan Wake. Oh,
Atomic Heart.
Uh,
Atomic Heart.
throwback to my show and tell.
oh, I wanted to
Okay.
mention that as well. Of the free PS Plus games that are coming in July, Alan Wake Remastered is one of them.
Oh, cool. I don't have to
If
find
only I hadn't bought that day one and not played it.
Yeah, but now you don't have to open. You already played it.
No, I haven't played it.
So you said Alan Wake, and survival horror fans said Aladdin. I think we should go with Aladdin.
Yeah, I like Aladdin. That's a good
Yeah,
choice.
because
Aladdin.
well,
So then
fucking
it ends
frustrating,
with
but good
N
game.
and starts with S.
Wait, are we
Is that
talking
right?
about
F.
Super Nintendo
in
or
front.
Yeah.
Sega Genesis? The
Whatever.
Genesis one was better.
I didn't play that one, so I guess we're talking about. It was good. It was just
Right,
frustrating.
so
Is there a
N.
Nerf game? Is there a Nerf game?
There's a couple. I don't know what they're called. Nerf something.
Nerf idea.
Nerfing.
Nerfer.
Neo Geo.
Something that starts with an N and ends with the word surf.
Need for Speed. Need for Surf.
I only know actually, I don't think I know any game that ends with surf.
Okay. Forget that.
Okay. I think we might have to bin this game because that's like 2 already we fucked up on.
We're not
So,
very good
never
at
mind.
this.
I mean, it was all right when I first did it, but never mind.
Or what if we expand it to include movies or something? I don't know.
Nah.
Okay.
I think this one's dead and buried now. Right, no more clock
Aw.
game.
We
Oh, I
can
like
we can workshop
Get it
it.
buried.
We can salvage it.
Wait.
Dead
Let
and
me
buried.
just write down the names of it so that I can try to do it
I'm
like
gonna
last time.
Okay.
It's okay. You had mercenaries,
Oh, I'm dropping shit.
Laydown of destruction.
merc something ends with N.
Wow.
Listen,
Oh, I'm gonna crawl under my desk. I'll be back.
Panzer Dragon.
Mhm.
Dragon. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
I can't.
Survival
I
Horror
don't.
fan
I don't even
says
know
it's
what.
a good brain teaser and it makes you
What-
think, and that's true.
What is that game?
But we don't know how to think.
Fighting vipers.
Fighting what?
Fighting vipers.
Vipers. Alright, I'm just hearing the shuffling. And then the last one is A Bug's Life, which is the best one of the four. Okay.
I don't know. Mercenary's fun.
What if we allow
I did it.
Googling?
Good Lord, Carmen, what is your obsession? There's a
Google
game
has
called
the
Pistol
answers.
Whip? That sounds amazing.
No.
Sounds sexy. All right. Final game. Reverse and remember then.
Oh, we're not even going to finish it? All right.
No,
No.
because
Well, Alec gave up on it.
Because
Well, it's just that the amount of times you guys have said, something negative about it, I just like, all right. Well,
I never
move on.
said anything
I mean-
negative about it.
I
don't
you,
mean
I'm going to
anything
give you
negative, I'm
shit
just saying-
because that's my job. So, like,
certain
Look,
letter
I'm the
combinations seem
evil
to be
character.
impossible.
I would. Hey, do you know me?
Nope.
There's. Oh, okay.
I just think certain letter combinations are impossible, but
We'll
I would still
do
be willing
my
to
game
do
to
it.
mix it up, and then we'll go back to you, Alec. Sound good?
You
Jazz,
have a
do you have-
game?
I have a game.
My God.
Sean game.
How about that, Jazz? Do you have a game?
No.
Carmen?
No, because I woke up at almost
Okay.
1 p.m.
So I do my game. My game is What's Missing? Do you guys remember this game?
Luigi is missing.
I'm going to show you an image, and I have removed
snakes.
something.
Dick.
I have removed something from the image, and you're going to tell me what it be.
Okay.
All right. So the first image
Homage.
is going to be. I
Is
handpicked
it a
these
dragon?
for the people on the podcast. So Carmen,
Ooh.
I picked this one for you.
Oh.
I have removed something from this image. What is it? What
It's
is
the
missing?
wind.
Sin.
The wind is missing.
You removed the wind.
It's
I know what
it's
it is.
sin. No. It's Luca.
Luca?
Luca.
Is that your
Luca
final
in the
answer?
background. Huh?
Is that your final answer?
I think. Oh no,
Okay.
because no.
That doesn't mean it's not true. I'm just saying if that's your guess, I'm going to ask. Jazz, what is your
I think
answer?
titties
Oh!
should have a necklace.
I got it. No.
Did you say titties?
Yeah, it's titties.
Titties.
That's what I named him when I played. He should have a necklace.
It's his
What?
jet thingy. Yes, it's
It's too
exactly what
early.
Jazz said. And I'm mad that she got it and I didn't.
Is that your final answer? You say
Yeah.
necklace?
It's
Yeah, or
his
like
jet
whatever, like a
necklace.
pendant, a necklace, like some like
It's
like
a necklace.
something
I
around
draw
his
the
neck.
design. I know the design. That Jazz is 100% correct, and I'm mad that I didn't get it.
Alec?
Yeah, I was going to say the necklace as well. But, right,
Oh no!
screaming.
He had the earring. Oh wait, that earring's still
You had
going
your
on.
chance.
That was the necklace.
What'd you say, Alec?
I said I was going to say necklace, but without screaming.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Alec is so savage.
Survival Horror Fan says Yuna's wand. Lee says, I think you removed the name Yuna from the subtitles. All right. What I removed was
The necklace.
Titties.
Titties.
the necklace.
The necklace.
Yeah,
It
I was like, he's way too bare chested. I remembered seeing something like dangling from his
Yeah,
neck.
somehow
Too
you
much
made Titus
cleavage.
more nude. I was like, that's the first thing I noticed.
Wow, of
Too much
course.
cleavage.
Titties.
Too many titties.
No.
All
Why
right,
did
the
I get that
next-
wrong?
Yeah, you fucked up.
I know.
I think I'm gonna get
Alright.
mad at whatever I have because it's gonna be like a Tomb Raider and I'm not gonna know.
This one is for
Alec.
oh shit. God
Who's that?
damn it. One of these didn't save. Son of a bitch. Okay, it's fine. Technical difficulties. We're gonna be okay. This one is for Alec. What is missing? And then there was silence.
Carmen knows. I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Go for it.
Go for it.
I think he had an ear cuff of some sort, an ear thing.
An
You mean
ear
like
cuff?
a codec?
Huh?
Oh, is that what you mean? Like a earbud kind of thing?
Yeah. A thing on his ear. Yes.
Okay. Carmen says an ear thing. Jazz,
A cigarette.
cigarette. Alec.
Yeah, because I probably smoked it. Yeah, I'll go with a codec.
Snake. You should smoke.
We'll give the chat a second to give it a go. What do you guys think it is? What's
Lee says
missing?
Solid Snake's brains.
His brain. Wow.
No.
His
The bandana
dick.
is his brains.
Yeah, he stores it inside there.
Oh, did he have eye black? Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
If you want.
It's mascara.
His
No,
makeup.
he's missing eye black. I think he's supposed to have eye black like a football player.
So makeup.
Man makeup.
Man makeup.
Like,
Okay.
eye black. It's literally called eye black.
Survival horror fans says eye patch.
Eye black. Eye black. Eye patch. Eye black.
Lee said Solid Snake's brains. He wins, so that's true. All right. Everybody's locked in. I need to find a better way to transition these fucking thingies. Carmen is kind of right. I did remove some of the darkness under his eyes, but I kind of removed his oldness, like his lines in his face, the kind of definition on his cheeks, and the blackness under his eyes and around his mouth. He looked younger. He's a baby snake. Little baby snake. He's a little baby.
You should have like the original also. So we
Yeah.
could see like the comparison.
Oh, like
Well, you did
yeah.
that with
Ow! Get down.
Fuck.
Yeah, I have to come up with a better way to slide through these. Maybe I can just do like a screen share like Jazz does.
You did that with Titus. Just like
What?
you had the before and after with Titus.
I just did it.
So
I just did the before and after.
With Snake?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. But also I still see that you're slowed down, so maybe I missed
That's
something.
the before.
Mm-hmm.
That. Or wait. God damn it. That is the
Pass that
before.
time?
That's with the edit.
Uh-huh.
And then this is the after.
That's so subtle. A little subtle. Like I guess I can see.
You'd see
so
it more if
subtle.
they were side by side. I'll workshop. I'll come up with a better way to do that. So Jazz, yours fucked up, so I don't have one for you. I'm sorry. I have to get you a better one.
Next time she gets 2
Yeah.
because you fucked up.
Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry.
Now Jazz has a whole week to memorize everything about Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Look at all the images. All right.
It's
What
missing all
the
the
hell?
dead guys.
What the fuck is missing from this image?
Ryu.
Can I
Is
guess?
You?
Can I guess?
It's the wrong game. Yes.
Is it a bandana? No.
A bandana?
Not a bandana?
Is it
Could
law?
Yeah,
Law?
yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Is this not Ken from Street Fighter?
No. I mean, basically, yes. But no.
Is
Yeah.
his name something that begins with a G?
No.
Is
It's
his name
Tekken.
Guy?
It's
Oh,
Tekken.
it's Tekken. Okay.
Scene.
Oh, I hear Satan.
He's eating the microphone.
Yeah. Good.
Oh.
Can you control your environment, please? The sounds.
Hey, cats are allowed. On the podcast, I've decided.
That's being a good little cat right there. Not
Yeah.
making the noises. All right, so we got a bandana. We got Law. Jazz. Ryu.
Yeah, I don't know who this is if it's not Ken, so I don't
Okay.
really know.
That's
Does
fair.
Paul have a tattoo?
Maybe.
Can't remember.
Sunglasses on his head.
Sunglasses on his head. Lee says, I
Like-
think there's meant to be a yellow logo on Paul's gi.
I'm going with a tattoo. Mhm.
Fair enough. All right. So, the missing thingamabobber is the symbol
A
of his gi.
logo.
Lee is correctamundo.
A yellow logo.
Good job, Lee. You've done it. And I got one more. Little old Link.
Hey, listen.
He's wearing a shirt.
Is he not supposed to be wearing a shirt?
In the newest one, I think they can take it off for some reason.
So what do you say? What are you saying he's missing?
He's not supposed to be wearing a shirt.
So I added the shirt. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
This is what did I remove, not what did I add. Something is
Ouch.
missing.
I mean, I don't recognize the blue
stabbed
scarf
myself.
thing, so
Is it one more little stitch mark on his hat?
You think you're saying one missing stitch mark, so there should be three? So,
Yes.
okay. Jazz. I know you're not a big Zelda person.
He's missing the fairy.
Navi?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know which game this is. So I don't know if it's like Link or if it's another.
Are there
Wallaby
different
dude,
fairies?
like Twilight Princess, but yeah. And then Majora's Mask has different ones, but
I didn't even fucking know that.
Yeah.
I haven't played a whole lot of Zelda. I like them, but so
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying
miss-
Pixie? So we have a stitch on the
missing
hat.
his fairy.
We have a fairy. Alec?
for once I'm gonna go with Lee, and it's meant to have something around his neck.
Something around his neck. Okay.
Titties.
Titties
Like-
around his neck.
Yeah.
No. Like someone strangling him.
Ganon's fucking choking him out.
Get him, Matt. What you doing?
Oh yeah, that is Miet. Miet.
Matt.
Miet.
Hmm.
Alrighty, give a couple more seconds for the chat.
I know you just want dinner. Okay.
I am kind of hungry.
This guy.
Wow,
You're
wow.
heavy, buddy.
Survival horror fan says I didn't play the later ones. I'm going with Alex. Something around his neck. All right. The missing thingy. The missing
Thinger.
thingy
Thinger.
is
Ew.
the sword and shield on the back.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is huge. Literally.
Yeah, that was a big
Didn't even
one.
think of it.
But like he has his sword, so I didn't
I know
think
it's
that he'd
kind of
have another sword.
misdirection. Yeah.
But yeah, the shield. I should have noticed the shield.
Yeah. Yeah. You all lose.
Wow.
Good job, everybody.
He's
Good
also
job.
missing his fairy, so whatever.
And I don't have the last one for Jazz. I'm sorry. I'll
She's
make it up
just-
next time.
That's what's missing. It's
That,
missing a
yeah,
whole
that's
picture.
what's missing is Jazz's character.
All right.
I
Last
can
game
make
then.
one now.
All righty.
I
We
don't-
have one more game.
Yeah, we don't have the theme for this because I still haven't remade it yet, but never mind.
Remake. La 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 la.
Shit.
Nailed it. Ah, shit. Shit.
Shit.
Nailed it.
All right, here's the first one. Shut up.
Snickers, there's no horse. Snickers, there's no horse. Ja, nie neem hier wat snoep. Ja, hoe is het je nou je snel horse, you know? Ja, ja, I'm van ook zo of die zie weer bevalt en op de even kijken je beschreven of zo is. Snap hij nou? Maar je nou ik hoop ze erin is dus. Nou, nou ik zo. Is zo.
The music sounds like fucking Streets of Rage, but there's no dialogue in that. I thought I heard David Hayter, so I'm gonna go. Wow, Lee got it. Metal Gear 2.
A snake.
Yeah, is it with Sigint? Snake and Sigint?
I do not recognize any
the same
sing.
to each other.
I do not recognize any sing.
Jazz. Survival.
I was originally gonna say Metal Gear because I was hearing, like, even backwards, it sounded like they were saying Snake's name.
Snake is a palindrome.
Snake.
Snake.
All right. Here's the reveal.
Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
200 seconds.
200 seconds?
Right. Move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
I only picked it because they said 200. I was like, yeah.
Oh, wow. Do
Wow.
all of these have 200 in it?
You never know. So, yes, that was MGS2. Next one.
What's that? Heard all your stunts that?
Yes, and that I use your
Off the show stop. Here, me, your caster from your particular reverse on me. Get my zoos in the con. Now, it's not.
Hey, come with what I should. Fiddler, yes.
Get my zoos on the show.
Which book is
Yep.
It sounds, for
like
the
a
most part, like a
podcast.
regular conversation between Jazz and Sean.
Even
it just
with the
sounds
weird
like,
noises.
except,
No, even with them, Carmen.
even with them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
gotta be
good.
it's gotta be the podcast.
Yeah. That's my vote.
Here it is again.
What's that? Heard all your stunts that?
What's that? Yes, and that I use your yes, and
Off the show stop. Here, me, your caster from your particular reverse on me. Get my zoos in the con. Now, it's not.
Hey, come with what I should. Fiddler, yes.
Get my zoos on the show.
Which book is
Yep.
I got
What
it.
the fuck is
Like,
that?
like 2 episodes ago or so, like a few episodes ago, I think you guys are trying to reverse the reverse, and like we were just doing earlier, where we were just like mimicking the reverse because it sounded like they were saying it forward. So so the reverse to reverse sounds forward, right? So they were like, huh?
Would I do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're
yeah.
trying to recreate the reverse, and so it sounds forward because now it's reversed.
It's the podcast dub of it's the Russian dub of the podcast. There you go.
I mean, if it was backwards, it'd be Ukrainian.
Whoa!
Anyway, I shouldn't say stuff like that, otherwise bank account are going to get closed. Okay, so here's the in the UK, people getting closed bank accounts because they didn't agree with politics. Anyway, here's the original.
It's crazy.
bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
He's like, don't
What'd he
shoot.
say? Don't shoot, I'm not a zombie.
Is that your liver? No, shut up. I'm okay.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to turn into a zombie.
The fog. My daughter.
Sister bitch. She's
Hey, you must have a
fucking
really
hot.
good screen protector. It didn't even break.
Yeah.
Also, shut the fuck up.
Helena's like, what kind of screen protector you got on this thing? That's my daughter. That's a phone.
That's not your daughter. That's a phone.
That's the RE6. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly
Workplace.
honestly thought that the brr, brr, brr was like Dante. I thought we were watching a machinima or something. No, that was me being a demon.
So that was Survive This Resident Evil 6.
Had fun with that.
That was a good one. I need to put the rest up.
All right,
Yeah,
next
you
one.
do.
We were so
What?
fucking stupid in that. That's what
I'm always stupid in that game.
I know. Me too.
Glad
Next
you're on
one.
my side.
What the hell is that? Farts
is
in
from-
space? That should be a machinima. Farts in space.
Hey, remember when we did that machinima project that I never finished, the challenge?
Yeah.
I think that's Alex machinima challenge for Space Elves in Space.
You're right.
Oh, was
Final
it?
answer.
Oh.
Final answer.
Is it when Max is reversing time? Because that sounds like the.
Lee said Oddworld Abe's Exodus.
Didn't
One more
Lee
time.
give you those clips?
Nope, I actually find the clips myself.
I thought you said
Right.
Lee did it.
No, he did the clock game.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right, this one again.
Hey, maybe it's not Max.
I have no idea.
I'm thinking it's probably what
can't
Lee
guess.
said because it's
Yeah,
so like
they're-
specific that like if
And
you
they're-
played that game, I feel like you would know that.
Yeah, and there is farting in that game. Oh yeah, the chant. Yeah, he's got it. God, why is he so good at that? Fuck.
Wow.
I think he has an eidetic memory.
Must be nice.
All right, here's the original.
Yeah.
It's funnier
So,
in
yes,
backwards
You
because it's like
can-
that. Nah.
You can mind control a fart in that game, so yeah.
What the fuck? I played the first one, not the second one.
All right, this one should be easier. What's this one?
Yes, but I think they'll let us just. Yeah, I'm doing my side. Yes, sir, my daughter, set, mother. No, and that's now, but of no works.
No
An
idea.
easier one, you say?
Yeah.
It
Says less farting.
I have no idea what that is.
Mm.
Sounds like a cartoon. Do one more time.
Yes, but I think they'll let us just. Yeah, I'm doing my side. Yes, sir, my daughter, set, mother. No, and that's now, but of no works.
Simpsons.
Yeah, it sounds like The Simpsons.
That's Mo.
Mo.
Mo!
Yeah. And Krusty, maybe?
But I don't know. Like, there's so many Simpsons games, I wouldn't be able to name them. But
Yeah. Hit and run. Yeah.
Lee
I'm
has
going-
an answer.
I'm going
Must
hit and run
kill
just to be
Mo.
different.
Wee.
Lee says Road Rage. Simpsons Road Rage.
I feel like half the time you guys wait until what Lee says, and then you
No,
decide to go.
I'm sticking just to Simpsons. I'm not stealing any precise names. I get half. a
I
point.
said hit and run, all right? I
Yeah.
said my own shit.
I've never played a Simpson game, but right when Jazz said it, I recognized it. So I don't know.
I recognized Mo.
Survival horror
Yeah,
fan,
yeah,
what
yeah.
do you reckon?
How about what?
Survival horror time. What do you reckon? As we play it one more time.
Super Simpsons 64.
Yes, the parachute. يمكن ما احتاج. Serve never our set, brother. No, that's now but up no walks.
No, it's Mo and like that teenager kid with the.
Score one for the bartender. What? You're the best driver I've ever seen. You're coming with me. Just shut up and let me drive, okay?
So
Did he kidnap a dog?
I don't know. It sounds like he's
Ralph.
zapping things with like alien beams. But
That is-
survival.
That is Road Rage. All right, next one.
Boys,
Ja, simpel is nee, dat zit er vast in veel filters net we surf it.
Fuck.
Is that it?
Yep, it's only 11 seconds.
Boys,
Ja, simpel is nee, dat zit er vast in veel filters net we surf it.
That's clearly a Mickey Mouse voice from
Yeah.
Jazz and Sean. And I don't know the context.
when the fuck
other
did
than
I
that.
do a Mickey Mouse voice?
No. Jazz is doing the Mickey Mouse voice and you're commenting on it. And I do not know
Oh.
any other context but that. I know your voices and that's it. It's just
I've never done a Mickey Mouse voice for. Wait,
Careful.
I
Mickey Mouse
did.
Nemesis? Was there a
Oh,
Mickey
it's
Mouse?
dual. You had me do Kermit and Mickey for the villagers.
Play it again? Boys,
Ja, simpel is nee, dat zit er vast in veel filters net we surf it.
And Carmen, yes, there is a Nemesis Mickey Mouse outside the rest.
Oh no, I
wasn't
was reading.
cheese.
I was reading what Lee said, and then okay. So
That wasn't cheese at all.
I
Okay,
don't
so
know
it's
what the
not.
hell that is.
It's not dual. I think it's just like some random Wardcast where we
it sounds too
where I
conversational.
where I did
Where
a
something happens.
said something was said and then it just did a Mickey Mouse. I do that often.
It sounds way too conversational to be a machinima.
Yeah.
There's
Or
no
like we're
background.
watching, like we're watching a machinima or something, maybe.
Did you just flip your camera, Sean? You just freaked out.
No.
We're watching, probably watching Outside the Residence.
All right, is the original.
You didn't get it first. You answered it like 5 minutes after they said the answer. Jill, nice try.
Yeah, Jill.
Fuck.
So we're just shitting on Jill.
Yeah, I just
But it
found
was both
funny.
because Sean did a whoop too. He
We
did a
were,
whoop.
we were shitting on Jill, like because of a delay in the chat.
Yeah.
Sounds
It was
about right.
All right, next
Yeah.
one.
Out to the side, man. Säg det då. Så får vi det. Och snart nu. Seven up at the stable. Skash be time, guys. Don't shit them a snub. Snitty your guest. What was not? No, I see. Really kept snippy. It's 7 there, there, got. Absolutely enough. So it's not stop. What was up to the spoke with this and the shit can do on.
Patrick Stewart, the video
No.
game. I have no idea what the hell that is.
I mean, it might be, but
It might be. Is that a game?
I mean, it's not a game, but Patrick Stewart was in. Is there an American Dad game?
No.
Actually, I think there might be.
Maybe just
There's-
a mobile one.
There's a Family Guy one, but I don't think there's an
Yeah.
American Dad.
Here it is again.
Out to the side, man. Säg det då. Så får jag det. Och snart nu. Seven up at the stable. Skash the sun guard on shit on the snow. Snitty your guest. Och snart nu har jag. Really kept snappy. It's seven there that. Snart in the office. Så snart ni stopp. Och snart så det spår det är så shit kan det vara.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
Ditto.
Man Medan.
Man Medan 2.
Man Medan.
So horror fan says sounds like a lightsaber at the beginning.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Star Trek versus Star Wars.
What do you make of that? When all indications say that warp speed is possible, but in practice, we find it is not.
I'd rather investigate than speculate.
A sound principle.
Take readings, run some additional diagnostic checks, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Quite logical. Petty Officer...
Carter Diaz. Sir.
Thank you.
Ambassador Spock.
Excuse me.
I almost said Leonard
No
Nimoy too.
fucking
but
way.
damn.
Star Trek.
That was your time to shine, Carmen.
Yeah. Tell us.
Star Trek Resurgence.
Resurgence. Okay.
All right. Next one.
Alice. Yeah.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah.
One more time.
Alice. Yeah.
Fuck you. That's all I hear.
At the end, it almost sounds. I mean, it sounds like a professional production, but at the end, it almost sounds like Sean. So I really don't know.
Oh wow. Okay. Thanks.
No, that came out wrong.
So
I
did
mean,
I have no idea what the hell that is.
commercial
When he
production.
Struggle.
when he screams, it sounds super familiar, but
Yeah, the deeper one.
yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a commercial production, but at the end, it almost sounds like Sean.
Do it
That
again.
is what I mean.
Okay, last time.
Alice. Yeah.
Fuck you. I hear it now. Fuck
I have
you.
no idea what the hell that could be. I can't even imagine it playing out, like what that could be playing forward. Like the interaction makes no sense in my brain.
There's a dog in there. Right?
Is this something I've played?
Yeah.
There's a dog in there, right?
PUBG.
Am I hearing things, or is there a dog in
Dogs
there?
in PUBG. Sounds like a dog.
You know, you do play other games other than PUBG, right? Not very often, but
Wow. Horizon.
No dog in
Fuck your
Horizon.
Horizon
Yeah, that's
Zero.
Aloy charging her weapon.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
all
It's
right.
Octodad trying to use the toilet.
Jazz, quick guess.
Something with a dog that I've played with a dude that gets really mad.
Nailed it.
Resident Evil 0.
What?
Okay, here's
Rebecca.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation.
We get the fuck out of here!
Armin,
Come on.
you're spiking the headset.
Hello! Attack!
Sorry.
Heads up. Attack!
Chill.
Can I say that I know it forward, but everybody knows it, so I can be sad. But
I'm guessing by the reaction, it's Detroit.
it's Detroit. The episode where Connor saves Hank from his Russian roulette. Oh, the name of the chapter is Russian roulette, I think.
That's a good guess from Lee. Bass from DOA.
It is Detroit Become Human, and yeah, when the old officer is like drunk. All right, we're nearly done. Next one.
Well, you guys hear about me, meeting? Yes, yes, there was just my hazard.
Man, that.
Yes, I thought. Oh, see, Marcos.
I don't know, but it's awesome because
nobody messes with Adam Wee. Yeah, that's Batman.
Batman. I don't know what the hell that clip is though. All kinds of crazy shit going on.
One more time.
Well, you guys hear about me, meeting? Yes, yes, there was just my hazard.
Yes, I thought. Oh, see, Marcos.
Okay, I didn't expect any of you to get it other than Lee. So, yeah.
I love it.
2,000 years ago, the Dark Knight, Batman, took up his sword for the sake of mankind.
Batman.
What does that have to do with anything? It even vibrates like real.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That's definitely gonna get us content flagged, but that's fine.
Okay, so it's Devil May Cry.
I can't say the word.
The theme song. I mean, it might be short enough to get away with it, maybe.
Yeah, I think we'll be alright. All right, next one.
Did I hear Shayla?
That was it. I got no idea.
I don't know. I don't know. But I thought I heard. I thought the
Do one more
female
time?
voice was Shayla.
One more. Shit.
So it's an old one. I just wanted to see if you guys can remember what it was.
It's Dino Stupid Crisis.
Was it?
Oh.
I don't remember what it actually ended up being. Yeah, I think you're right.
Duel.
Lol. That should be a thing.
Carmen thinks she heard Shayla, and it was like really distorted because it's older. My guess is Dino Stupid Crisis.
Dino.
Yeah.
The OG fat ass crocodile.
Alright, here's the OG.
Here, I'll show you. Watch this.
Yeah. That weapon definitely suits a trap member.
Oh, it's just regular Dino Crisis.
It's Dino Crisis 2, the game of the year for me.
That's disgusting.
Nice. Full circle.
The voice for Regina is really good.
It's a very last one, and this time changed things up a bit. So it's two characters talking from two video games. Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, you're gonna kill us.
Whoops.
That's the idea. Right, here we go.
Is that easier for you? You must on my here lad my so rock to me now.
Well, that's Diz.
And Carlos. Diz is Rebecca and Carlos.
Regular Carlos?
Regular Carlos from 3. From Nemesis.
Sean sounds.
Is that easier for you? You must on my here lad my so rock to me now.
Is it Diz, just Diz, or is it Diz as Rebecca? Or
Yeah,
is
it
it
sounds
Diz as
like
Rachel?
it sounds like just Diz being Diz.
Because I know Rachel has like those screams and noises in her elevations.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
This girl's been dead for a shit zillion years.
One more time.
Is that easier for you? You must on my here lad my so rock to me now.
I feel like it's gonna be really
I
funny.
think
It's gonna be
Lee-
like Carlos doing something to Diz and
I
forward.
think Lee just discovered something. Diz would be a really good link.
I think she'd appreciate that.
Here it is.
My name's
It's actually
Carlos. Calm down, lady. I'm no zombie.
Oh my
Are you
god.
crazy? That's it.
You need to send that clip
What?
to Diz right now in reverse
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
everybody thought this was you.
Oh my god. I
It's
can't
not?
believe that's not her. That's
No,
It's
insane.
Link.
Alright, I'm making a note right now. She even likes
That
fucking
little
Zelda. It's like
groan.
it's meant to be.
All right,
She
that was the
screams
verse
like
I
that.
remember.
That's amazing. That has opened
was
my
a good
eyes.
one.
You got the
Alright.
audio back for?
What?
Alec, didn't
What?
you get the audio back for the theme of
Theme of.
the next thing that we're doing?
Oh, you mean this one?
Read your comments.
Oh, that's the first time I hear it completely.
Oh yeah, it didn't cut out. Read your
Cool, you extended it. Read
That
your
was always the
Yeah,
original.
that was the OG, yeah. Wow.
It's back.
The memories.
I like it.
Thanks for the
It's been
memories.
full of
I like it a
memories this
lot.
episode. Oh, good. You found the first one. Good, good.
Condescension.
Right, so this is from Wardcast episode 50. You're going to notice a little theme. Ethereal Curse said on Wardcast 50, Sean never finished games. Lol.
Lol.
Lol. So question 1, what games do you really want to finish?
All the Yakuzas.
All the games.
I have so
Every
many.
game that I've ever
So fucking many.
started.
Jesus Christ. The list is infinite. I
Dark
really wait, finish or like play? Like something I've started and want to go back to, or what?
Like I guess completed it at least once.
And then you just want to go back to it.
No, just like at least finish the game.
Well, you have to go back to it to finish it, right?
I suppose. But like if for me, like Metal Gear Survive, I got quite far and I just like no, I just can't physically carry on.
I mean, Dead Space remake is on there for me. I'm so upset. I was almost done with it and I got distracted and now I think I have to restart it. But I mean, I played Dead Space before, so I don't know if that counts. They all blur together. Have started and not finished so many.
I don't know.
Wow, Lee hasn't finished or refuses to finish MGS.
Damn.
I got the platinum on it.
If he's answering,
I got the platinum on
then
that as
he
well. It
doesn't
was
refuse to finish it because he wants to finish it. So it's not a refusal.
No, question two
Actually-
is, what game will you refuse to finish?
Oh, you refuse to go back. Oh.
Oh. Wait, no. I thought I was looking at question one. What game do you really
Yeah, you
want to
were,
finish?
but then I was reading Lee's comment. It says Q2.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was very confusing. Yeah.
Do I have to, read the comments and the actual text as well?
Possibly.
Fuck. That's too difficult.
I don't know if I really want to finish one.
Wait, no. I decided. I changed my mind.
No.
Oh, actually, you know what? I know. Fucking, this is topical. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I never played it when it came out, and I ended up. I know. I finally started going through it like years later, and I never finished it. I was having a really hard time getting through it because, like, as amazing as that game was when it came out, going back to it, it's pretty fucking rough. Like, the mechanics of that game, like, if you don't have like the attachment to how it was originally when it first came out, it's really tough to go back. And I feel like this is the thing that people experience, like, if they didn't play tank control games, like when tank control games were a thing, and it was kind of a new idea, and they try to do that now, like, it's hard as shit to really appreciate that kind of gameplay for what it is. And I got that same feeling for Ocarina of Time, unfortunately, because, like, I really want to like that game, and I can appreciate what it does, but it just aged really bad. It does not play well.
I have an answer then. Or are we doing Q2? Because I'm confused now.
Just say Q1 or Q2, whatever.
Well, Q1 is still like, that is, I want to go back to that. I do want to go back and finish it, just to be clear.
Okay. So I decided a definite answer for Q1. Way back in the day, like probably like close to 20 years ago or something, I played my first and only playthrough of Final Fantasy IX. And right at the end, when you're going through the tower or whatever, at the very end of the game, like in the very last area or section right before the big boss, the final boss, my memory card corrupted and I never finished it. So just to kind of, and I was never able to finish it because then I'd had to restart the game, and that just pissed me off. Plus I think I would have needed to buy a new memory card. So just to satisfy that feeling of I came so close, I'd like to finish 9. And then that I refuse to finish. Yeah, I just like what Sean was saying, but not regarding tank controls or whatever. I once upon a time tried to play the original Final Fantasy 1 when they had it ported to the Game Boy, and it was so awful. I can't. I'll play a remake, but I'll never. It's gross.
Survival horror fan, how dare you not play Final Fantasy 7? Sorry, go ahead.
7.
What?
7.
What? Who said that they would? No.
Survival horror fans said that they want to go back to Final Fantasy 7. They haven't beaten it, but how dare you not finish that game?
Oh, it's so good. But I started a playthrough last year, and I haven't finished it. So, yeah.
I haven't beaten Final Fantasy.
I'm right there with them.
I'm starting it, and I'll just like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I guess Final Fantasy VIII would probably be on my list as well for ones I want to go back to, because I started it and it wasn't what I wanted it to be, because it was so different from 7 and it wasn't really what I wanted, so I just kind of fell off. And I always meant to go back to it, but I haven't yet.
I love it because it's a love story. Sorry.
Oh wow.
Any games that you want to do or refuse to do?
One that I'd refuse to play is Village. One that I'd refuse to finish. You're gonna get mad at me.
Uh-oh. Fighting words.
It's Outbreak.
What?
Like the only Resident Evil game I've ever played that I never finished because I just don't like it. I don't like how it is. I don't know. I just don't like it. And I'm never gonna finish Silent Hill either because it's too foggy. But we've gone over that.
I reckon if they did a remake to Outbreak, it would be me, you, and Sean, and just like, come on, we're end up fucking dragging you.
See, this is why they
upstairs.
need to remake the first Silent Hill game. Like, that game looks like garbage now. It's like almost unplayable. Bring that back and make it playable again. Like, make it all pretty and shit. We don't need
garbage. Games to finish. I would like to finish that one, Bridge of Spirits, that I was playing Kenya. I'd like to get back to Ghost of Tsushima and actually like play through it because I had fun when I was playing it and I never Ghost of Tunisia. Sushi. I'd like to finish playing through the Uncharted games.
You haven't played through any of them?
I've played through some of them, just not all of them.
They're so good.
Yeah,
really trying to try Tomato.
That's fair though. Like your number one is Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider is better. So like, I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is.
And just to be an asshole, games that I would like to finish: Outriders, Devil in Me. What else?
But you started that
Zombie Army Trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
all the games you stopped playing with me.
I installed it. Aliens,
Remnant,
Aliens, whatever, Remnant from Ashes or whatever.
Fire Team, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Back for
Alien
Blood.
Fire Team. No, I don't want to finish that one. That's a number 2.
Wow.
I'm looking at my games right now. Oh, another one I'd like to get back to is Past Cure. I remember I bought Past Cure and it looked really cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about it. Just like the case and the thing looked really cool because I'm a judge the book by its cover, judge the game by its cover person. And another one I'd like to try, and hopefully it will be to answer question 1 and not question 2, is Draxals. Which I took out of the wrap just to piss off Sean. Look at me, I'm open.
Hey, look, there's no manual in there. Remember
No, there's
what
nothing.
I was talking
The
about
disc
earlier?
almost fell out. Also,
Wow.
I stabbed right through it with a back scratcher because I don't have a knife.
Question 3. According to what we talked about on Wardcast 50, have any of us actually completed Parasite Eve yet?
Nope.
I have.
No.
I'm pretty sure I have. I have memories of finishing it. I'm pretty sure. It's been so long, but I think I have.
I beat
Done the third
one.
birthday.
I have. I'm gonna play it again soon.
I beat one twice, and well, I beat 1.5, 1 3/4. Like the first time I played that goddamn game, I got stuck. Like I soft locked my game basically because like I didn't have enough ammo and supplies to beat the final boss, so I had to give up on it. And then years later, I went back and went through it.
Bum bum.
And I have beaten 2.
Bum bum bum. I've never played 2. I want to play 2, but I'll have to get it of dubious origins, maybe.
Why?
Because there's no. Can you lend it to me? I'm sure you have it.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do that.
Good job. Good job, Survival
I
Horror
forgot
fan.
my question.
Good job. All right, next comment.
Well,
I died in the sewers and then I stopped playing.
the sewers are annoying.
They're kind of ass.
All right, second comment is from someone that likes to tip canoes.
Some asshole.
On Warcast 100. Can't believe it took me this long to use disenchantment quotes for the intro. What? Question 1.
What?
I think it was the coconut. It's like something about.
He's like a coconut, hard on the outside, but inside, coconut.
Yeah, that was it. So, question
love
1.
this chat.
Why did it take you so long to use a disenchantment quote? Jazz.
I don't know. You were always playing some audio at the start of things, and then I started playing some random shit, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, I can just like play that. And so like I started going to my favorite quotes, which are like a lot. And I just wanted something random from Disenchantment. Because I don't know if you know this, but I really like Disenchantment, and I was watching the shit out of it for the longest time. I should really rewatch
I'm
it. Cause,
shocked to hear this.
I feel like you should do quotes from Titanic as well.
Oh, I was
just
asked
blend them
Shayla.
in.
I was watching it earlier, and I was just quoting the whole thing.
All right. Question 2. Should we go back to doing silly quotes or music lyric references like we used to?
When did we ever stop?
Did we? The demonetization.
You know, I stopped and did like other things like Steam codes, and then did you know? And so I'm thinking now it's gone to 200. I might have to switch it to something else, but I don't know.
Yeah,
quite yet.
and the lyric references, as every time I think Sean said something that was a music lyric, you would
Yeah.
try. You and Dante were trying to get Sean to sing on the podcast, and you never got him. I think you might have
I
gotten him once.
refuse.
Yeah,
probably got
I
him
would
on
be
Linkin
like
Park.
in a try not to sing kind of thing. Like I have to, if I hear it, I must say it. So.
I mean, you
That
guys still
is
say the
monetarily
odd thing
dangerous.
that in my head I was just like, that's so.
In my head.
So it's the same with Dante, but all right. Question 3: is there anything for the Wardcast you want to change going forward?
My pants.
Nah. There's poopy in
Ice
them.
like a coconut.
Is there a coconut in your pants?
Yeah, we'll have to talk about kind of. I do want to do some changing of things.
He wants to change his
But
stuff.
wow. Yeah. But no, well, that's something we'll have to talk about off the podcast. But there's some adjustments that I'd like to make and new things that I want to implement, and if probably get you guys involved a little bit more creatively in terms of like what we do and stuff. And yeah, wow.
I'm just joking.
All right, interesting.
God damn it, Ali! I swear to God.
Wow, that too. The intro for the news. Gotta change
Pressure
that
much?
up. I'm
What?
probably also going to change up the opening as well. I'll probably keep the music the same for now, but I want to change up the visuals.
Yeah, it's like I must admit, every time I saw the new intro and it said cat game, I just kind of like, I don't really say cat game.
Yeah, it was like a 1 or 2
then
time
today
thing.
came on.
Yeah, I just put it in there because I knew it'd make you chuckle, and it's just like it does like the whole thing just didn't really have staying power. But to be fair, I had to whip that up pretty quick because we had to make an adjustment to the intro kind of on the fly. So
Whip it good.
but yeah, I will spend more time making something a little bit more refined for future episodes.
I would think for me, when it comes to coming up with games, is try and kind of incorporate more different games. Like, I want to do kind of more like visual games as well, not just reverse and remember all the time, because I get a little bit fed up with it sometimes. I mean, it's good to get your reactions sometimes, but I'm just like, it's gonna get to a point where I'm just like, it's not even funny for me anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that's definitely something we should be doing. Like if you feel like you hit a wall creatively with your game, we should probably call it quits. Like we shouldn't try to keep going with it for the sake of just keeping it going. Like I feel like the games that we do probably have a shelf life that we should be more sensitive to.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do the Clock Tower game anymore. Yeah, that was dead and buried. Anyway, third comment.
Survival Horror Fan said Q3 probably still be watching, supporting you guys either way. So thank you. Appreciate that.
How dare you?
If you guys ever think of any comments or the things that we can implement later, you can put them in the comments, or you can always go to the website and email me as well. So just let me know if you think of anything you'd like to see, and I'll take it into consideration.
And if you don't want me to read it, just put a little thing like, Alec, do not read. You can't.
Wow.
All right, last comment from Sasha Kennedy on Wardcast 150. I definitely had a theme today. Oh, darn, I missed it. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'm glad you guys had gotten to your 150 live. And again, congratulations to you all. I'm so happy for you guys and so amazed that you guys have come so far. I hope you guys keep going. Happy 150th to everyone at the ward. Love you all. So,
yeah, why the hell aren't you here, Sasha? You fuck. I mean, what? Hi.
Wow.
It's just kidding.
You missed
It's
it again.
oh yeah, what the fuck?
Question 1.
Episode 250.
Oh
Yep,
no.
be there or be dead.
Are we still glad to be doing a podcast?
Yeah. What?
I mimicked your face, okay?
Who, me?
You went,
I didn't.
yeah.
Did I? I did not. Mine was joking.
Me too. I mean, we're still
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And can I just say,
No.
200 episodes, and I don't want to brag.
Wow.
But 200 episodes, I'm the only one who's never missed.
I've only missed one.
It's still
No,
time,
that's not true.
I come when I'm invited.
I know.
So like if
I'm the worst offender. But to be fair, life likes to take a shit on me sometimes, and
Oh no, but like
wait, I
not
have
saying
had some
not saying that to
family
shit on you guys, just saying that in a way of like it's still here.
Yeah.
And I've sat in 200 of them. So for me, yeah, I'm still glad to be doing it.
yeah.
even if you're sick, even if you're dead.
I'm
even
sick
if you're
right now. I'm
sad,
here. I try.
I know.
I ain't try.
Some
I know.
things come up, some things happen.
Yeah, sometimes Princess Sean gets taken to a different castle.
Sometimes I get kidnapped by Mario.
I've manipulated
Right.
Sean into postponing the episode when I have to miss so that I don't miss anything.
Yeah,
And
I'm
it's worked
accommodating.
Wow.
I'm accommodating.
No, it always happens that when I miss for some reason, like
Sean also
you're
wants
like
to miss.
Sean's like, yeah, let's just skip. I'm like, all right, if you want.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, streak.
Yeah.
Lee says, question 1, I'm content contributing to Wardcast via a chat function. Being on screen is more mentally problematic for me, which I get.
Boo, Lee, boo.
What?
But I
He's not the
understand.
only one. No,
I was saying Boo earns.
I was saying Boo earns. No, it's not for everyone. I've noticed a few guests we've had along the time that don't feel kind of that comfortable, and I've noticed a few times. But it's like I hope they at least had fun with it, and kind of brought their confidence up a little bit. So yeah, but it's gonna slide into question 3. What does a broadcast mean to me? It's been something that's been consistently there. Yes, I haven't been on every episode because that would be barbaric. I don't know how Jazz does it.
Wow.
Apparently I have no life, so
wow.
Hey man, I was on here and then like dashed out right after to go play hockey, so I have a life. I just postpone it.
Wow.
I mean, for me, when I moved and then had to move again and moved again, it was always constantly you and Sean that were there. So, and it's Wardcast has been something I look forward to every Saturday. So, yeah, it's still something for me I want to do. I know I sound like an evil jerk when I do it, but it's just me. But yeah.
It's your persona.
Yeah. So goes on to question 2. How much longer do you think we'll be doing it?
Forever.
Well,
And
it's going to be Sean's last episode.
well, it's just kind of like we talked about, right? With the games, it'll go on as long as it doesn't feel like it's just something that we have to do.
Yeah.
As long as it's something that we enjoy doing and we get something out of it, then it's something that I'll definitely want to keep going.
And if it ever does, I can imagine that if it ever does, if the Wordcast ever does die, it won't just die. It will have evolved into something else. We might be doing some other Ward project. that
Retro
takes the
Rocket?
place of the
The word
Wardcast. Like,
show.
yeah, yeah. Like,
Yeah, and that's
Award
that's a good
show
point too.
of
There's a lot of different things that I want to, like, different projects that I want to start, and you never know, like some of those might change how we do the podcast maybe, but I mean, we'll be doing something, you know,
might be the
some
word
version
TikTok.
of it, because like there's something, like, for instance, I want to do like more like in-depth discussions and conversations about certain things where we can kind of, you know, a lot of times we'll get sidetracked on the podcast, or we'll derail, or we'll go on a tangent, and it draws out the podcast to like 4 hours or whatever. And I would like to maybe remove those kind of conversations from the podcast and give them a platform, and I can involve whoever wants to be a part of that. You know, like if I wanted to talk about something specifically that I feel like Alec would want to be involved in, you know, we can have that discussion of, hey, this is the topic, this is what we're going to do. Do you want to be a part of that? And I'll get people that want to sit down and have a long form conversation about that thing. That way everybody wants to have that long drawn out conversation, and you know, it's not a mixed bag of like, oh well, I don't want to talk about that and I'm stuck here for X amount of time. You know, it's more embraced and more interesting to the people involved in that conversation. But that's something I want to do, and that'll probably help clear up the podcast as well in that capacity. So, but just things like that.
The ward rant, the ward rants on this, the ward rants on that, the ward rants on this third
Well, it
thing.
doesn't have to necessarily be a rant. It's just like I mean, I don't want to just rant about everything. I'd like
But
to
like a
have
discussion panel.
a constructive conversation about something. Like I want to sit down and talk to people that have a different opinion about things than I have, because that's an interesting conversation, and that's
Mushrooms
something
are yummy.
that the people
Yeah.
talking about the topic.
Which kind?
Wow, how about you go fuck yourself?
You really want to
Aggression.
You can sit down and have that conversation and get more
I
out
love
of it.
mushrooms
Like
too.
the viewers get more out of
Get
it,
out.
and the people participating also get more out of that. So
Well, Sean, if
He's
you want to
good.
have a broadcast about lesbians, I'm totally in for that.
wow.
The
what
ward
episode has it been,
embraces
John?
mushrooms. I'm kidding.
This has been oh wait, me.
Bah, it's my
How
germ
dare
there.
you?
Well, you got your voice back, so.
Wow.
All right, what episode has
It's not
it been,
because he didn't
Carmen?
have his voice. It's because he was being smelly. This
I heard my name, but there was a lot of talking. So, what, Carmen?
I said, what episode has it been, Carmen?
This has been episode 200. 200.
Good job. Good job, you did it.
I want to stretch this out for 20 more minutes so that this is officially the longest episode.
Oh, God, no.
Don't do it.
No.
So
No,
then
bro.
politics,
Okay, let's
huh?
talk about lesbians.
This has been an episode. Sad. I thought you closed it. I was like, okay, bye.
Episode
Wow.
sad. Episode
sad,
happy.
because the thing went away, so I thought he just turned off the podcast.
Wow, I've never done that. Have I?
Well, as usual, yeah. As usual, thanks for joining us, everybody. But thanks for joining us for 200 episodes. Without your support, we wouldn't still be here. I mean, we could, but it would be really hard because we'd be all crippled and non-internet friendly. Be mentally crippled. Thanks for joining us for this long, putting up with us. If you still enjoy it, if you're still with us after all this time, this nice journey,
What's wrong with you?
and you enjoy the podcast and want to see more content at the Word and want to see the content grow, you can help us by sharing the content, liking the videos, subscribing. You can also support us through my favorite thing to say since episode 1, patreon.com/thewordproductions. I wrote it on a bathroom stall one time. It was really fun. It was my bathroom to get exclusive content or buy merchandise like t-shirts and hats. You want to be wearing one of those dual hats or shirts and match Sean and Alec like we talked about earlier. Go on down to the-word.com/store and buy one or 5.
Oh wow, it's so abrupt.
And as mentioned before too, if you have any suggestions for future episodes of the Wardcast, games or content or anything, feel free to comment on the videos below, or you can find us at the Ward Asylum on Discord. You can also visit the-word.com. It will keep growing as a website right now. I know there's been a lot to focus on, but that's going to be a place where you can go and leave comments And thanks for watching, as mentioned. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Have a great week. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Teleportation.
200. I 200. 200. 200.